We live, my friends. We live. We live from Indiana. We'll be in Vietnam Thursday, leaving tomorrow. Got me a driver taking me to the airport in the morning, catching the flight at 12:25. Man, it's a shame. You got Ricky Drama out there saying he wants Frank to provide transparency. Do I need a lawyer? Damn it. I must need a lawyer. If you're on YouTube and you go to Southeast Asia, you got to have a lawyer. You got to show transparency. People take shit out of context, post up clips of you talking on a stream out of context. What the hell? I mean, you make a statement and then you post videos about screwing little boys in the butt, but you take shit out of context on the stream and then you kick somebody off for sticking up for me. That's bullshit, man. That's some bullshit. Ban people because you don't want to hear the truth. Take shit out of context. Oh, Phil said he wanted to bend Tina Rohreg over and fuck her in her ass. Well, the clip didn't say that. It said something about shoving something down the throat. But you know what? It was taken out of context, and yeah, I did make that statement. But it was out of context. It was saying how hot she was. He didn't keep playing the thing about how I praised her after that. Told him to play the whole clip. You can take one little segment out of somebody saying something out of context, and you don't know what the fuck it's about. And Ricky with Frank and his transparency, show me your lawyers, show me how much money it's going to cost you for a lawyer. Oh my God, I better hire 10 lawyers before I go to Vietnam, huh? Got to have lawyers someplace, I guess. Just to go to Vietnam. Philippines, praise them all. Praise all the women there, man. Praise them all. Like I said, there's a bunch of them I wouldn't have nothing to do with. That question was about, was there any Filipinas that you would do? And yeah, there's a few. And one was mentioned. I don't want to bring it up again because he just keeps bringing up bad karma about shit that happened in the past. He said it hurt her feelings. I'm still friends with her on Messenger because I told her what it was about. I praised her for having a great job, you know, about her personality. That's the reason I would do stuff with her, with her, not just anybody. She's a hottie. She's like one of the best ones out there, one of the best catches out there. And you got people, do I need a lawyer? Do I need a lawyer? Play a clip out of context. If the glove fits, you must acquit. And somebody's sticking up for me and they get kicked off the panel? What the fuck? No free speech. No free speech whatsoever. You gotta have free speech, man. You want to talk? Come on up, man. I got a StreamYard link here. Talk all you want. There's the link. This is about live streamers, and about people talking shit, talking shit, not joking, taking shit seriously and talking shit. Can't take everything seriously. I got people messaging me saying they want to go down to Louisiana and kick his ass and shit and everything. I said, it's not worth it. I said, it's not worth it, man. He's a bum. He's a bum. Drawing Social Security. He'll be in Louisiana the rest of his fucking life. He ain't going nowhere. He might be able to sit on a video, talk with people on a video, but he ain't leaving nowhere, man. He'll be in the living room or the basement the rest of his life. Shit. Some of these guys on here, man, I don't know, they just make me sick, talking all the crap, man. Yeah, he played a clip. He played a clip on me talking about a female Filipino and about how I wanted to shove my junk down her throat after I said I wanted to bend her over and fuck her in her ass, right? But no. So that was his proof. And he took the clip out of context. We were talking about different Filipinas at the time. Just like yesterday's chat I had where I mentioned a certain person. Can't believe he kicked somebody off the panel that was just sticking up for me. It doesn't make any sense. He's out of his mind. Shardy boy. Shardy boy. Yep, Shardy Boy posting videos. Hey, Yads, what's up? Posted videos. Thank you, Yads. Thanks for liking it. You want to come on up? Come on up. You can sing if you want. But old Shardy Boy there, he's sticking up for everybody like he's Mr. White Knight. He's Mr. White Knight, but he's drunk 24/7, sucking, leeching money from the United States government. What the fuck? I guess I'm gonna need a lawyer. Well, when I get to the Philippines, everybody's gonna be accusing me of this and accusing me of that. I might as well retain one now, huh? That's how stupid he is. He actually fucking believed that shit that I was fucking homeless. He actually believed I was fucking homeless. Whoa, what an egghead, man. What an egghead. People telling me I'm going down to Louisiana to kick his ass. I tell him, don't waste your time, man. The dude ain't worth it, man. He's not worth it, man. You can't kick people off your panel just because you don't agree with what they're saying. You know, you just can't do that. You just don't do shit like that. You know, you don't kick them off your panel. It says you can read my rules right there. Panel members are off limits. Whoa, peeps and perps. Panel members off limits. Children off limits. Okay, you get timed out. You don't get blocked. You get timed out. That includes the asshole that just banned me and kicked one of my friends, Mr. Threesome, off of his panel for sticking up for me. You know, I understand these YouTubers, man. They got nothing to do all day long. This is going to be a short stream. I want to save some of this time so I can live stream when I'm at the airport and stuff, you know. But I mean, it'll be long enough to bring up the top subject. If we get some panel members up or we get some people talking in the chat, you don't have to come up. I'll do all the talking if you want. But oh, look who's here. The guy that got fucking kicked off of somebody's panel for sticking up for me, and the guy plays a fucking clip out of context. First, he said, I tried to bend her over. I want to bend her over and fucking her ass. And you heard the clip. I said, I got somebody I know I'd want to shove my shit down her throat. And I said about free tickets and shit. But then he took it out of context. He didn't keep playing the rest of it, how I praised her after that. Like she's the only one in the Filipinos that I would even go out and date with. If you look at my comments on all her videos, there's always 6 roses below her fucking video. And I'm still friends with her on Messenger. Then he's gonna drag up shit that happened 2 years ago. What the fuck? These people, man. I guess Ricky Drama today posted a video about Frank. Transparency, transparency. I want to see how much you're paying for your lawyer. Show me your lawyer's name. Give me his telephone number. You know, Ricky, the trans loving clown. If you swap some spit with him, he'll never let you down. You know, I mean, people getting kicked off the panel for sticking up for other people and they didn't do anything fucking wrong. And just because they don't like what they're saying, they kick them. Doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, Shardy boy, Mr. Louisiana welfare boy, living down there, drinking all day. I wish you luck, man, but I think you're gonna stay. Drinking all day. I wish you luck, but I think that's where you'll stay. People already calling me up saying, "Let me go down there and kick his ass." I go, no, don't bother with him. He's not worth the trouble, man. He's not worth it. People don't agree with me all the time, and uh, you know, some people come up like right here, Philip, the fun-loving clown, the substance spirit. Never let him down, right? Yeah, because you know, eh, I don't kick people off because they don't agree with me, and I don't take shit out of context either. And I make jokes and stuff. Oh, look, we have a guest today. Who's this?
Hello, and hello, Captain Billy Jack.
Hey, what's up? Yahoo! Yahoo! Hey, the old dude, Shardy boy, man, he kicked you off the fucking panel for sticking up for me. And and even if he doesn't agree with you, why would he kick you off the panel? And he took that clip totally out of fucking. You notice how he cut it off right there and didn't let it keep playing? You know, took it totally out of fucking context. I've always praised that woman. She might have gotten upset about what I said, because I was saying it like to the raw truth, right? You know what I mean? Like if I was going to have sex with a Filipina, it would be with her. You know what I mean? But I always praise that woman, man. She's one of the best people out there, man. He took it out of context. One little statement out of context. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. What the hell?
It's just the alcohol talking. Don't take it
It's
serious.
always it's always alcohol. No, fuck him. If I was to see him, I would fucking rather. I'd rather go fucking hug Ricky Drama. That guy's a fucking jerk, man. He's a fucking jerk, man. I ain't swapping spit with Ricky Drama, but did you see the video he posted today? Posted a video about Frank saying he's
Well, did you
begging
see?
for twenty
Did
thousand
you?
dollars. He wants.
But did you see Frank's video?
No, I didn't see the video, but 20,000. But here's the thing: even if even if you make a video, why do you have to? It's fucking YouTube. Why do you have to show transparency? You know what I mean? What the fuck? Nobody ever does.
Well, Frank did the video first, though, and he ripped Ricky Drama for a whole hour, called him every name in the book, and said that he confessed him that he was gay and all these other things. And then Ricky did his, and then Frank has done a rebuttal now. I haven't listened to it, so you,
And
you
they're all talking about lawyers. Lawyers. Show me your lawyer's name. Show me your retainer fee. Show me your. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Just like the dude that just kicked you off the panel. I only went there because somebody told me, go check this asshole out. I went there. He posted a video last week, I think it was, or a little while back, about him fucking a little boy in the ass, that he'd spread his cheeks and stick his dick up in his ass and shit.
well,
I ain't gonna.
Captain Billy,
I
to
ain't gonna.
answer your question on that one, he's just drunk right now. But the a lot of those guys in there, they have a lot of sexual hangups. He's admitted he's only been with a few women in his life, and I'm a free love kind of hippie. I'm a hippie with short hair. So
There you go.
uh,
There you go.
if people are consenting and everybody is all on board for threesomes, I'm cool with it. And I for one whole year I had a threesome every single day. So if people don't like it, I'm not saying I'm doing that right now, but whatever I do, it's always consensual, and I don't get involved with people who are cheating on their, like, you know their husband. Let's say now, if the husband wants to watch, that's a whole other story. He's consenting, but I don't believe in cheating, and I don't believe in doing anything in a sneaky way. So if everyone's consenting and everybody's on board, I am a free love, make love not war type guy.
See, after that statement in that video, that clip that he put there, I even told him in that chat, I said, she's way out of my league. There's no fucking way it would happen. But if it would, I said, she would be one that I would hook up with. I said, she's got a good job. That's why I made the comment about the fucking tickets. He
Well,
took that whole
even with
clip
what,
out of fucking context.
even if it was in context, though, it's an issue between you and her.
No,
I
no,
don't get
it's been
involved
taken
in
care of.
people's
It's
private.
already.
I don't get
Here's
involved
the
in people's
thing.
private
He's
dealings.
rehashing. He's rehashing shit from 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, at least. That's a minimum. It's at least that old, right? Okay, that
I don't know.
he's hashing up stuff about that. Okay, that's been already rehashed on Mom Hapster's channel, where Tina was there, and Mom was asking me why would I say something like that, and it was already been rehashed over a year ago, right? And Tina's still friends with me on Messenger, so then he's going to bring it up. Well, if she was heard about it, why would you bring it back up? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. Man.
I
He
wouldn't
only
know because I didn't see it, and I've never seen you do that with girls. But even if you did, it's between you and the girls. I'm not going to white knight it and come in and rescue
no,
all of
no,
the
no.
women.
That's
That's
what
not
he's
my
trying to
style.
do. He's trying to be the new white knight. The new fucking white knight. Oh, I'm here for all you Filipinos out there. Like when's the last time he smelled any fucking pussy, man? I mean, the whole thing is this. I've been praising that woman ever since I've been on the channel. I've been supporting her channel. I've been, comments. Look at the comments below the videos I put there. Always six fucking roses, and that's being sarcastic too, because she said in one video nobody ever sends her flowers. So ever since she said that, the video, I've been putting 6 roses behind every comment that I put there. She calls me Sir Philip. You know, Filipinos don't call you sir unless they have respect for you. Okay, so she knew that that was all taken out of context. You know what I mean? She knew that it was taken out of context. You know, but
Well,
fucking, it's
regardless of what it
crazy.
is, it should be between you and her. And this whole cancel culture way of throwing everybody under the bus who over one issue, even if it was 100% in context, as long as
Do
you
you
and
think?
her eye to eye on it, that's all that matters. It's none of my
Well, no,
business or his.
no. I said, see, you got to. I said after I made the statement, I said she's totally out of my league. I go, there's no way I could ever get with her. I go, but
No,
if
no,
I
I get
could,
that,
I would. You know,
but I'm saying
hey,
even if it was
ooey,
100% in context, it's an issue between you and her. And if you and her are on good terms right now, it's none of our business
well,
to
it's not like we're doing
release.
sex chats. It's not like we're doing sex chats or that. We're just still friends. You know what I mean? We're friends. And he's going to bring up shit that was apologize for if I hurt your feelings, blah, 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 on Mom Hapster's show done over a year ago, right? If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I was just making a statement, right? If everybody took it out of context, you know? Uwe Freeze is here, man. German. We got a German in it chat,
Hello,
man.
Yui
He's done
Fries.
global.
Well, but
Yeah, he's
just
done.
it's just all the alcohol. That's it. It's just the alcohol.
Okay, I got one question to ask you, Biggie. I want you
Yeah,
truthful answer to this. Do you
I
think
will.
I'm fucking butthurt? Do you think I'm butthurt right now?
No, but I think I don't know why you would be since you're leaving.
I even I even called a couple people up and I said, you know what? I'm going to look for Big E. I said because he got kicked off that panel. I said I know he's not going to take that well that he got kicked off that panel.
Oh, it
I
doesn't.
told
Nah,
did
that's
did you
just
see what I
Jamie
did?
being emotional.
Did you see what I wrote in the chat? I wrote in the chat, please ban me.
I didn't
I
see
said,
that.
fucking, I put in there, boy, he might have banned me before. I don't know. I put, please ban me. If I make a
You have to
statement,
remember. You got to remember one
you,
thing, Philip. I was on his channel 2 days, 3 or 4 days ago, on his panel for an
mm-hmm.
hour. He had no recollection of it until mine told him that I was up there.
Well,
So
that shows you what a fucking head case he is. And he's one of them people. What did he tell you? That his mom got sick and he got early. He's fucking drawing SSDI, man, Social Security Disability, man. Fucking, he's just like Bama, drawing that fucking, all them people in the South. They fucking, I don't want to hurt everybody in the South. There's a lot of hard workers in the South. They respect you. They say, see, now, that take that first line and clip it. It sounds bad, right? Okay. But there's people in the South. You walk up to buy something. Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Hello, ma'am. They treat you with respect and everything down there. He's a fucking he's a fucking low life drawing fucking money from the government, and he doesn't deserve it, man. He doesn't deserve it. He stays drunk all fucking day, man.
he was ranting about me because I would fucking everybody, is what he said. And
Yeah, well, he's probably renting. He
well,
probably brought this. He probably brought this shit up as he probably before he got with his girlfriend he's got now as an LDR or whatever the fuck you want to call it, girlfriend LDR or whatever. He probably was trying to hook up with Tina. You know, I never tried to hook up with her. I just made a statement that if I would have hooked up with anybody, it would be with her. You know what I mean?
well, I will be happy to admit that he's right about me. So, um,
I'd happy to be to say that he's uh, miscorrect about that clip he played because didn't he
well, maybe
not,
about
or
that
did he
clip,
not? Did he or did he not say before that Philip was saying he wanted to bend her over and fuck her in her ass? Did he not say that? He
I
did say
believe
that.
so.
Yeah, and then
But
it was the Mike Sullivan asking me, well, and we were talking about Filipinos, right? And he's going, well, isn't there something? And it came up, and I said, yeah, there's a few. And then after that, I said, yeah, there's somebody I'd like to, because he was pressuring me, like fucking, everybody does, I said, yeah, well, I was going to stick my thing down everybody's throat. It would be Tina, right? I mean, but fuck, it's took out of context, man. Totally. I'm not butthurt. I just came live because the shit is
mhm.
really hitting the fan today. I think, you know what I think? I think everybody's jealous that the homeless man is going to Vietnam, man.
Well, his comments that he said about me, I will admit, are true, except for I don't have a disease. I never have. My
Well, yeah,
only
he said you had some kind of fucking Korean dick disease or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. It was crazy.
right,
I
right,
wouldn't even listen to his fucking rambling. Yeah.
but you know what? I will tell you, I'm happy about my record, and my only regret with my record is that I didn't bang twice as many as I have. I walked away
Correct.
from a lot of situations. I wish I would have done way more.
Correct.
I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it. And every one of those people that are hypocrites sitting at home jacking off every day would be love to switch
I'm not.
places.
I'm not ashamed to say what I would do with her because if I was gonna do her, I would do her right. You know what I mean? If I was gonna do her, but she's way out of my fucking league. I told people many times she's way out of my fucking league. You know. But if there was
I
one
don't even
Filipina,
know, I didn't even know her. And then as far as Terry, I've never seen Terry do what he's saying. I mean, Terry's usually white knighting people also, so I don't even see that.
oh, and I'm jealous, and Biggie, and I'm jealous about
I
the
would
way
be
people
happy to
can
do that,
sing on
Captain Billy.
YouTube.
I loved every threesome I ever had. I love three. I don't do them anymore. I haven't done them for a while, but I used to love doing threesomes.
Hey, Uwe, I'm gonna answer your
I'm not
question right
ashamed
now.
of it. I'm
Okay,
proud of it.
I'm here for today, and tomorrow I get on a plane for Vietnam. Okay, Uwe.
Yes, that's
So
right. I took me and
I'll be in Vietnam Thursday, Uwe. Okay. He's the most genuine person on YouTube. Yeah, genuinely fucking drunk,
but
man. What
but
the
he
fuck?
doesn't. But his statements about me doesn't bother me at all because I know that that's just how he is when he's drunk.
Well, cause okay, your
He
IQ,
doesn't.
my IQ, your IQ, my IQ. Let's put them together. He actually believed the story that I'm a fucking homeless guy. What the fuck?
But that's how YouTube is.
How
Anything anyone says, they believe.
how stupid you gotta be to believe half the shit you hear on fucking YouTube, man? It's fucking ridiculous, man.
Well,
Just like this
I heard
transparency shit.
in
They're
one of
fighting.
Ricky
Wait,
Muhammad's 2 minute uploads he got me years ago. He said that I'm a broke ass loser.
yeah,
So everybody
broke
believes
ass loser. Did he say it 3 times? Did he say it 3 times? That's all I
three
want.
times.
Did he?
But
Yeah, of
but
course.
the broke ass loser makes about 2.5 times what he claims he makes. So if I am one, what is he?
Yeah,
But
well, the thing is, if he's making $7,000 pension a month, why does he need the YouTube cake in the first place? You know what I mean? Why? Why does he want people to donate to his channel and shit if he's already getting 7 grand a fucking month? If you're getting seven
well,
grand a month, you don't even have to fucking. You don't have to do shit, man. You can live anywhere. You can live in New York City on 7 grand a month, man. What the fuck?
not when the average rent is 5,000. You have
Well,
to understand when.
yeah.
No, no, no. You have to understand something because you might not realize this. I grew up in Southern California, LA, very expensive, and making 7,000 a month is stuff that was like 25, 30 years ago. Now,
Yeah,
if
I
you
know.
lived in Wyoming or you lived in Idaho, you could make a third of that and you'd live good. But in LA or New York or San Francisco, you got to make 7 or 8 thousand just to pay the rent.
Yeah, well,
So
the average salary nowadays for middle class, not high class, middle class, is between 100 and 200,000. That's
that's
the
what I'm saying.
average. If
So
you're if you're
200,
if you're making good bucks, you're making well over 200,000 a year. If you're
that's what
making
I'm
big
saying.
bucks,
So
yeah.
let's say you're making 200,
But he's on a pension. But he's on a fucking pension. On a pension,
but 200K a year.
by then you should already own a house where you don't have to pay rent. By
But
the time you
if
retire,
you made
you know,
if you made 200K, that's 16,600 a month. So
yeah,
it's not what it sounds good if you're in the 1990s, but when you actually run the numbers, and it's not even true because it was once 3,000, then 3.5, then 4, then 4. It changes every fucking time it says it. But whatever it is, big deal. Talk to people that live in those areas and tell me if they could live on that money. They can't.
no, they
A
can't. They
taxi
can't.
driver in
I
LA
lived
makes
I
$100,000
lived in
a
San
year. More than
I lived in San Francisco in what '75 when I went and did that baby Operation Baby Lift, right?
well,
I
it changed
mean,
a lot.
and
So,
it was beautiful back then. Oh, it was so fucking great, man. But the houses there are totally fucking like off the charts for rent and shit because of the climate, because how it
yeah,
is there.
and
But
it
now
went
it's a shithole. Now it's a
no.
shithole. But if you want, all you guys out there, listen, all you guys out there that haven't smelled pussy in about fucking 6 months or even a month, if you want some pussy, go to San Francisco, man. Everybody there is gay. So if you can get a hard on, you can get laid, man. I had five women. I had five women crying at the airport when I left. One of them stole my fucking ID, man. And I'm not hung like a horse. I ain't got fucking 12 inches. You know what the fuck, man?
I don't either. It's only 10.
Well,
So
I don't even have fucking 10. I'll admit it. I don't have fucking
the
10 inches, man.
but the point now, San Francisco is awesome, and here's the point though. That kind of money, which is totally exaggerated, it's not even true, wouldn't make it in those big cities anymore because the cost of living
No,
is so high.
no,
So
you could live
it's
in.
really
You could
about,
live in.
if I told you I make 250 a year, that might wow somebody from Iowa, but it's not going to wow somebody from San Francisco. That's all I'm
You
saying.
could
It's
you
relative.
you could you could live in Manila probably on 7 grand. You could live pretty good there on 7 grand.
Oh yeah,
You don't
yeah,
have to
you
pay for
definitely
it.
could in Manila for 7 grand. I'm just saying that a lot of it depends on your lifestyle and where you live.
Yeah, well,
So
if you're like that guy that just kicked you out the panel, I ain't gonna mention his name again because I don't want to promote his fucking channel, But I left. I said, fuck this shit. I'm not even gonna give him watch hours. I put comments in. I don't know if people could see them or not, but shit taken out of context and stuff. I put in there, and then I think he blocked it.
yeah,
There you
but
go.
you just got
What?
to. It's just all alcohol. There's no.
No,
He,
no, Biggie. Don't believe that. Don't believe that, man. You can tell he's drunk. I agree. He's drunk. But that's inbred, man. That's inbreeding. Inbreeding causes shit like that, man. To be somebody that has that kind of fucking intelligence, man. When you're in
Breaking
inbreeding,
traditions is in the house. How are you breaking traditions? How is
yeah,
Betty?
yeah,
Betty.
break breaking breaking traditions. The dwarf, man. When I looked at that video, he was standing next to. He looked like he was from the Wizard of Oz, man.
Dude, everybody's a dwarf standing next to me. It doesn't mean he's a dwarf. It means I'm a giant.
Okay, you're just the giant, the gentle
I'm a
giant,
giant. He's a
Mister
normal.
Threesome,
He's
the
a normal
gentle
sized
giant.
guy. I'm a giant.
Okay, well, the
So
thing is though, be realistic. He's drunk, right? But you can tell his IQ is not that fucking high, man. And from what I see, the story he gave about the 55 shit and all that crap, man, and he wasn't in the service or anything, so he's not service connected disability or anything, right? But he got a special pension because the phone companies left. What they did is they gave him a buyout. And he went on Social Security disability. Sounds like to me when I read between the lines, they had to give him a
you
buyout, so he got a buyout.
you eat fries. I'm not saying everybody in LA makes 200K. I'm saying that depending on where you live in LA, it's not out of line. So making 200K in LA would be like making 100K in Nebraska. It's all
Yeah,
depends on where.
or Paducah, Kentucky, or something
Yeah.
like that.
So if you're like, let's say, a mechanical engineer and you're 10 years in the field, you might make 250 in LA. But if you're a mechanical engineer in Kentucky, you might make 80K a year. It's all
Well,
depends on
if
where you live.
if you're
Cost
living
of
in
living.
Louisiana, here's what I read between the lines on that guy's channel too. I mean, I only heard him in a couple chats before. I think he was on Brett's chat before, Mister Pickman. I call him Mister Pickman now, but anyway, he was on Mister Pickman's before. But the whole thing is if you read between the lines on that, okay, his mom died, left him a house. Okay, so he's got a house. He's in Louisiana. Okay, he's in Louisiana, cheap, right? Louisiana's cheap, right? He's in Louisiana. He's got a house. He's probably living on about $769 a month. That's what the people up here get. They get $769 a month for SSDI or whatever it is, disability shit, man. And all you got to do is pretend you're crazy. So maybe he's making these videos so he can he can show that he actually is fucking crazy. So he deserves a check. You know what I mean? Because
Are
I
you
call
talking?
them hamanoids. I call them
Are you
hamanoids
talking about
here when they
the
go.
guy we were just on the panel? I'm still here at the moment, BT. I'm
Yeah,
still
the
here
guy
at the moment.
we both got kicked off the
Oh,
panel. I got
I
kicked first, and then a couple minutes later
no,
you got
I've
kicked.
known him for a lot of years. When he gets drinking, he gets super emotional and goes white knight on everybody. But I don't think he really means it deep down. I think he's just.
Who cares? Really, I don't care. I really don't care. I'm
I
just
don't
saying
think I
from what I
do
read,
either. But
from what.
when you're wasted every day like that, obviously you got a lot of emotional turmoil going on. I'm crazy, but not from LA. Well, I am from LA. I love growing up in LA, by the way. It's the best place in the world. Despite what people think, it's still the most fun place you could ever imagine, especially if you're a
Well,
tourist.
yeah, I loved San Francisco when I was there. I
I love
loved
San Francisco
Italy.
too.
I loved Italy. Italy was great, man. Fuck. But
The cool
from
part
what I can
about it is, you're
what I
from
can read
Chicago.
between the lines though is he's on the doles. He's on the doles, and he's on the fucking welfare rolls, man. He's got to be. He's probably
I
drawing
don't know.
food stamps and all
He's
that
on a
shit, man.
pension. You from lower Philip is from Chicago. Chicago, I love Chicago too. It's a fun town. I just don't like it in winter. But every time I go there, it happens to be in winter. Occasionally, I've been
Okay,
there in summer.
just stay
We have
north
our
of 22nd Street. You'll be fine.
we we have our convention down there at the McCormick Center about every other year in
That's
Chicago,
right
and
on. That's right on Cermak. That's right on 22nd Street. That's right on the border with the Bad Area. You don't want to go south of there. Except you can go far, probably about as far south as White Sox Park, 35th.
I'm only in the
But
downtown area. But we have our big convention there, usually at the end of January, and we usually see the Super Bowl there, and then we go to other cities on the other off years. So like I think this year
what,
it's in Orlando or Atlanta. Sometimes it's in Anaheim. It just depends.
so do I need to get a lawyer now, man, or what? Do I need a lawyer
No,
for Asia?
nope.
Do I have to show
They're not even getting
transparency?
lawyers,
Yeah.
dude. They're lying their ass off. They're not getting lawyers. I mean, come on. These guys are.
That's why I'm bringing this up. Do I need a lawyer
They're
when I go to
clowns,
Southeast
man.
Asia?
Even if you got a lawyer, they're just going to take your money. They're not going to go after you for
It's crazy. This is fucking crazy. I'm not gonna go too long with this today, but it was just. I even told the person. I said, Big E's not gonna take it well that he got kicked off the panel, man. I said he's not gonna take it well. I said so if he doesn't start a chat, I will. I started
I
one
do get
because
your jokes, Big BT. I do get your jokes. Um, yeah, but all the lawyers. I mean, come on, man. Do you really think? What do you think happens every time he comes out of an NBI office with another complaint on a YouTuber? They're laughing
I
their
mean
ass.
it's ridiculous. You got to complain against another fucking YouTuber. It's ridiculous, man.
He said
I don't
something
even.
bad about me on YouTube. I need a lawyer.
Oh, you know what? They don't under Big E. You know what the word tort is, don't you? Tort.
Yes, they do.
You have to have a tort before you file a fucking complaint. If you don't have an actual tort, something that oh, it's defamation of character. What YouTube is
They
defamation
don't
of
have
fucking
any character.
character, man?
They don't have any
I
character. You
caused
can't,
I caused you to lose money because of your character. Your character's in the fucking shitter already.
right. You can't defame it. Lower Alabama. I get it now, BT. That's pretty cool. I've been loving your videos lately, BT. You guys have been killing it.
Yeah, I've
You
been
guys are
stopping
really
into.
coming into your own with some of that stuff, man. You guys are really cool, cool,
You,
cool.
who's doing well also is Bam, the Rileys. They've been putting out these interviewing Filipinas. They've been interviewing Filipinas over there. His wife. And
Yep,
I
I
watched a
listened to
couple
comments
of
on
them.
his show today too. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
stopped
like.
in.
Been
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you've been cool as a cucumber, man. It's called the Big E effect. Ever since I met you, you've been like 100 times cooler.
Oh, yeah. If I come to Germany and I make a YouTube channel, do I have to get a lawyer in Germany, Yuri?
Well, in Germany, you might have to, but not in the
Ah,
Philippines.
defamation of character. Yeah, go to Vietnam and catch that fucking, what do you call it? He made three racial statements. He called it slant-eyed COVID. That was one racial statement he fucking made. And then he used the N word, which I didn't appreciate up there either. I mean, so talking about making derogatory statements, I think talking about me wanting to bang a Filipina and using the N word and slant-eyed COVID. I mean, I think those two are worse than what I ever fucking did. Man. What the fuck? But he's not worth my time. He's not worth my time. I have people telling me, "Well, why don't you go kick his ass, or I'll go kick his ass." I don't worry about it. I said, leave the guy alone, man. He's not worth it, man. Why would you go to jail over some fucking asshole like that? It's not worth it. Cause yourself trouble. Am I correct?
It's not worth 2 seconds of your time because
That's right.
it's just
I'm trying to explain that to somebody. I'm trying to explain it to somebody, and they don't believe me. It's not worth fucking 1 second of your fucking time, man. It's
yeah,
YouTube. Let the
because it's
fucking shit
YouTube
go.
banter, just YouTube shit. It doesn't mean anything. People
Just
take
let
it
the shit
way
go.
too personal.
I didn't even know, was this channel monetized? I don't even know if this channel is monetized or not. Is it? I didn't even notice.
I have no idea. I never
Probably.
paid attention
Prob-
to that.
Probably is. They probably bought fucking subs or something. I think that's what Brett got up to like 5,000. I don't know how the fuck he got up to 5,000 subs. Man.
That's why when people say stuff like, "Oh, you're a sex pet," or all those things, I just say thank you very much. I'm glad that you given me that
Yeah,
much recognition.
and I'm about to say right now, Shardy boy, thank you for saying I'm a low life fucking scumbag, right? Because if that's what you think, more power to you, man. You know, because I'm not living off of fucking welfare, in my mom's house. I'm going to live my life, man.
Well, like I said, I think that with him, it's just the alcohol. When he's not drinking, he's
I didn't even know he had a channel. I didn't even know. Why would you name yourself Shardy Boy, man? Did you just shit your
well,
pants when you were a kid or something, or what? I mean, why would you name
it,
yourself that?
the name was Shardy McStunkin before, and then it was Shardy Boy, then Jamie.
Oh, anything to get that dramatic effect, right? Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, I think he came on Brett's
We
panel,
find
and
you need a
and I laughed.
lawyer channels. Hmm.
Well, I laughed at him when he was karaoke on Brett's channel. I laughed at them both. So I mean, that's probably why he doesn't like me. First off, that's probably why he was. He had to be lurking to videotape that clip from fucking 2 years ago. He had to be lurking to videotape it, man. What the fuck? I mean, that's pretty low when you got to go around and fucking videotape other people's fucking channels just to say, oh, I got this on them, I got that on them, I got this. Come on the fucking panel and talk, man. What the fuck? I told him, show the rest of the clip. I said, show the rest of the clip. He'd never show it, man. He wouldn't show it. It was all out of context, man. I'm here to make that statement. That's the only thing. That statement you heard right there. I would love to shove my shit down her throat, right? But she's out of my fucking league, and it ain't gonna happen, right?
Well, I still think he's a good guy most of the time. I just think that this is what excessive drinking gets people emotional that way. That's it.
Okay, okay. And with dead brain cells from drinking, what do you think his IQ's at about right now? About maybe 80, 90,
When he's like
80?
that, it's very low. Yeah, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I don't go for the no free speech stuff. If you say something and okay, I'm going to ban you. I'm not. My channel. I'm totally the opposite of that. That's why my
I
name is
haven't
big.
banned I haven't banned anybody ever. The only thing I do is if they talk about people on the panel or they talk about somebody's children, I time them out. I don't block anybody. I just time them out for 5 minutes. And everybody's welcome. They know that. It's right there, right? Welcome to all my friends and trolls. Yo, what's up, peeps and perps? Panel members are off limits or
Yes.
time out. Okay, that's it. Nobody gets fucking banned for my stuff, man.
See, Captain Billy, he said that because I said Terry is not. I've never heard, but see, I never watch YouTube. I've
He,
only watched
he
Phil a couple shows, but I almost never watch it. So all these references to different people and different events, I have no idea what they're talking about. I have
you know
no idea what
you
they're
know
talking
why he
about.
doesn't like Terry Cobra? I can tell you why. I can read people's fucking mind. I read people like a fucking book, man. The reason he doesn't like Terry Cobra is because Terry can actually sing. Terry can actually sing because you notice how he made that statement on there. Oh, Phil's always going after these YouTubers that can't sing and stuff and making bad comments about 'em. Well, you know what? If it's like I told you the other day, the truth hurts, right? You know, the truth hurts. That's
Yeah,
why he
but
doesn't like Terry.
I mean, 99% of what they're referencing, I don't even know what they're talking about. Like, I've heard of this Tina. I don't even know who she is. Um,
Oh my God, she is such a hottie, man. She is such a hottie. She's got a bubbly personality, man. She's the kind of girl that if you give her like a couple glasses of red wine and you go out to party that night, man, you're gonna have a whale of a time. You know, you're gonna have a good fucking time, man. She's like only one of the Philippines I ever met on a fucking stream. She actually came on the stream we were on. We were singing together and shit. And that was on You'd Wish. That was like fucking when I first come on with Nathan and everything, you know. And she was swinging her arms up and down and just singing, going crazy and shit. She has this bubbly personality. She speaks with that fucking cute ass British accent, man. She's got a cute British accent, man. She looks good. She's like Barry. Okay, I gotta take this out statement too. She's like Barry the Boss, right? Look good, smell good, be the best you can be. But that's what she actually is. She smells good, look good, and be the best you can be. You know, that's the way she is. You know, I mean, so what could you
I
say?
never know either, BT. I have no idea half the time what they're talking about.
Well, I went out and talked with a YouTuber yesterday, and we were at the Dunkin' Donuts, and there was these two hot chicks, college girls, walked by us, and one of them snubbed me, the other one smiled, and I told him, I said the reason she smiled was because she's so hot, nobody probably ever says hello to her. I said the one that snubbed me, that gave me the dirty look, was probably because she's got boyfriends and she talks and thought, oh, he's an old pervert. You know what I mean? But then this other girl that comes there all the time that I've been talking to for a while, like saying hello and hi to, man. I went in there and shit, man. She's sitting with her boyfriend, man. She got a big old shitty grin on her face and waves hi to me, man. Because I waved hi to her going in, and I said, "Hey, you need to study, right?" And she just looked up and smiled and gave me a big grin and everything. I told this guy, I said, "You give me 3 months. If I was to stay here, I guarantee I could hook up with that man." I go, but I said, "I'm not going to be here for 3 more months, you know." Here we go. What's Billy Jack got to say here? He is a drama king who refuses. Well, yeah, and he's sucking money from the government that he probably doesn't fucking deserve because he said something about what he can kick everybody's ass and ride motorcycles. So if you're on disability, unless he's got it for mental disabilities, you know, which that he might be doing that stream just to prove it that he is mentally disabled. You
I
know?
didn't think he was on disability though. I thought he was on a pension.
Well, that's what he says. That's what he says. Come on, man, be real.
I I
His
have no idea.
mother, he got an early. Well, he said he busted himself out there because he said his company merged with another, so they had to let him go, and that's how he got his pension. No, no, no. You get a buyout on that. You're not going to get a pension on that. Okay, so then his mother was in sick. Okay, which I feel sorry that his mother was sick and died young and whatever of it. But the whole thing is they'll give you welfare. You don't get a pension. They'll give you welfare to take off work if you have like a sick relative. You know what I mean? And then he probably got a lawyer and filed for SSDI, which a lot of people that I know up here haven't worked in fucking years. Like when I ran a cab company, I used to pull through the McDonald's in the morning and they go see Belanoff and Belanoff, man. He'll get you a check, man. Go. You don't have, I said, dude, I got a cab company. What a fucking check for? These guys, that's all they do, man. They mooch off the fucking government. And I used to know them as kids, and I tell them, I said, how, the guy that was standing outside the car when I was doing the live stream there, he gets that shit. He's got housing, you know, what, Section 8 fucking housing. And the guy, remember I told you the guy about the banana splits? Fucking totally intelligent guy. Uh, but no common sense. Just think all the money he could have made in the past 10, 15 fucking years if he'd have worked instead of drawing that stupid shit. I mean, the government's not helping anybody by putting them on Social Security disability if they're not, if they're able to work. You know what I mean? If they're not able to work, yeah. But if they're able to work, they're able to go out and drink and ride motorcycles and shit, right? They shouldn't be getting that fucking check, man. So put two and two together. Come on, you got a IQ. You got a pension at 55 because there is no pension at 55 in the United
I
States. You
just
know that,
don't
don't you?
know the background. You know what I mean? I don't know the
Well, no.
background.
Well, you know the system though. You know the system. The system at 55,
I really
you
don't.
can't you can't retire. You can't retire at 55 with Social Security. There's no way. The earliest is 62. Okay, the only way you can get any kind of Social Security help at 55 is if you're getting like a welfare or you're getting a Social Security disability check because your fucking head's fucked up or your body's fucked up. There is no early retirement. There's no fucking such thing, man. You know?
Hold on. Wait. BT, good night. No, there is an earlier time. My dad worked for Northrop for his career, and then they moved the factory from LA to somewhere, Louisiana or something. And he was 59 years old, and they said they gave him an early retirement. And he started getting a pension from Northrop starting
From
that
Northrop,
day.
from Northrop, not from
From
Social
Northrop.
Security, not from Social Security. That's what I'm talking about.
No, he
Read
didn't
between
get
the
Social
lines.
Security till he was 65 or 67, but he
Well,
did
you
get
can
an
get
early
it. Yeah, you can get
retirement from the
62.
factory.
You can get it. You can get Social Security at 62, but you're going to take less. You're going to take half. If you wait,
No,
if
he
you're a
got it at
baby boomer,
65. It was 65 then. That's a
mhm,
long time ago, in the 90s.
it's
But
60. Baby boomers now it's 66 to get full. You know what I mean?
66.
If you wait, you get
But he
so
was
much
forced
percent
to
every
take
year.
an early retirement from Northrop because they had 40,000 people, and it's actually the building that has SpaceX right now in LA,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
um, that same building was Northrop's before, and then everybody got relocated who could, but he was already 58 or 59 years old, so they gave him an early retirement.
Okay, but here's the thing. If okay, your mother's dying, she died. Okay, it's over with. You mourn, right? Okay. He got it at 55, right? Okay, that's 10 years before retirement age, right? Okay. Uh, why didn't he go back to work if he's Mr. Super Telecommunications pole man? Why didn't he go work for another fucking company? He could have took a buyout from his other company and took another job. Did he have to sign a clause saying that he would not compete? Because like if you quit a company, you got to put a no compete clause if they're going to give you shit like that. Did they do a no compete clause? Well, if that's the case, he could have went and did something else, opened up a country store down in Louisiana. But no, he's drinking
Well,
and acting like a dickhead on YouTube.
yeah, but I'm just saying I don't know what happened with his job. I don't think about it because I've never taken a dollar from the government yet, and so I don't know how the system works. I've never
Well,
figured
I
out.
take money from the government every month because I guess the military is part of the government, right? So I take money from the government every month. But I didn't take
Well, you're a few
early
years older
fucking
than me.
pension.
I mean, you're old enough to get that, but I'm not. I'm still working, so I don't. I just not. I don't know how this. I don't. Never had the occasion to use the system in any way yet. Yet,
Yep,
keyword.
yep. That's the key word yet because you're making. I think they take on Social Security. I don't fucking deal with Social Security because I got this bad, so I don't have to deal with them. But I think if they take like if you got to work over, I think what 10 years, you got to work over 10 years, and then I think they take the last 4 quarters that you made and they adjust that with the last 10 years and they make like a decision on how much you're going to get. So the more you
What job?
earn, the more you get.
He said he would had a job. But I couldn't. I couldn't make out what he said. He was when Philip was on the panel earlier. Captain
He
Billy.
said
I'm not sure
he
his job.
said he was with some telephone company, Alatel or some shit like that, and they merged with another company, and that he had to quit. I don't know, but all I know is I'm telling you, I read between the lines. He's on the fucking welfare rolls, man. Because I heard kids talking in the background. I heard him go on the phones talking to other fucking people on the phones while he's doing a live stream and shit. I just hung up on my brother fucking 10 minutes ago, man, because I'm on a live stream. Fuck.
Well, I know for me personally, I've never been able to take any of the money I put into the system yet. I put
Yeah.
just in the past quarter alone, I had to write a check for $35,000 to the government. So I wouldn't have any qualms about taking money out if I needed it. But so far, thankfully, I haven't had to access it.
I want to give you. Wait, everybody in the chat. Yay, Mr. Threesome! Thank you for paying into my military pension. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, I don't think most people know how the system even works until they need the system. Like until you're in the system, you just don't think. I don't think about it. I
Well,
probably should think about it. I probably should get up to speed
did you
with it.
just hear what I just told you about these people around here that I call them Hammonids? They all pretended that they're fucking crazy. They went to this lawyer, bellowing off and bellowing off. Guaranteed, because he's going to get 25% of your back, 33% of your back pay, right? They go to him and they say, "Oh, I'm crazy. I can't work." Right? They've been on this shit. They've been leeching off the government, Big E, for like 20 fucking years, man. And I look at
Well,
him, I go, "How the fuck can you do that?"
I don't think government should pay for stress leave. I think that I'm not a big believer. I'm not a big
Crazy
believer
check.
in PTSD getting a paycheck either from the even in the military. I'm not a big believer in that.
Why I even told you. I said I had PTSD when I was born. I came out of my mother's twat. Okay,
Don't
and I had PTSD. I had PTSD when I was born because here I'm here. I don't want to leave now. I got popped into this fucking world, man. I love it here. I don't want to leave. And I'm one of the people that got to know everything. And you can't know what happens when you die. Do you turn to worms? Do you go flying through space? Does Jesus come up and fucking suck your dick? I mean, what? Take that out of context. Take that little clip there, play it for somebody. Jesus sucked his dick, right? Okay, whatever. That's what he did with
Yui
that clip, man.
Yui Fry says your system it gets fucked up because what happens is there's a large amount of taxes that is taken from a very small amount of people, and the amount of people who are milking the system grows every year. So
Dennis
when you're paying
Nomad, thanks for showing up, dude.
when you're paying the taxes, you have a different take on it. But when you're just sitting there with your hand out all your life, you have a whole different. That's a totally
And what
different
it
animal. I
does,
think we should take all those people off those rolls.
is it creates monsters out of them because they don't know what to do. They're getting all this free shit, and if they were to cut them off, it would be like devastating because they're not used to working a job. They're so fucking crazy now because once they start it, they can't stop it. I mean, you just take them off. You take them off, they're all gonna start fucking breaking into fucking my house over here and stealing my brother's TV. What the fuck?
Well, you take a country like Denmark, which once, I don't know if it's still true, but they had a 63% tax rate. Um, why in the world would you even want to go to work if they're going to take away 63% of what you make?
Yeah,
So that
yeah, yeah.
disincentivizes work on the lower end. So people on the lower end go in and say, "Oh, I'm crazy, I'm depressed." Okay, you get to sit home, watch TV while this other guy over here pays your bills. And I don't believe
Yeah,
in that at
yeah.
all. I think people who are legitimately sick, like they're in a wheelchair, they got hurt in combat or something like that, they should be taken care of first. And all the little stress leave people should be kicked out on the curb and
And when you reach retirement age, like I did, right? You reach retirement age, then you should be able to start drawing your fucking pension. You know what I mean? That's the way it should be. But not before then. Not before then. I mean, you can take the government cheese. I ate the government cheese and shit. I mean, I had emergency Medicaid one time because I was laid off. I was drawing unemployment. When I was in California, I got emergency Medicaid just to put some fillings in my teeth, and that was it. That was all I did. Never been
there's
on the
another
welfare in my
class
fucking
of
life, man.
people, and I don't know if this applies to Captain Billy, but if you did time, any kind of time in jail, and then you have a record for the rest of your life, um, it's almost like a recipe to force people on government assistance because if you can't get a decent job because you had a record, even though you paid your debt to society, you've created this class of people that don't have almost no choice but to game the system. They should have a system where if you pay
Yeah, but
your
there's a lot of
debts,
people.
you get another chance without having the
But there's a
record.
lot of people that are abusing the shit out of that don't have a record, and they're still abusing the shit out of it. Because they saw it went generation to generation. Just
It
like the
did.
welfare. They used to pay you more for every kid that you got, right? Then the government said,
Right.
no, wait a minute. After two, we're not raising that check anymore. That stopped them from popping out babies.
But see, the welfare should never have been a generational thing anyway. It was supposed to be a stopgap measure till you start working again. I saw all of the speeches and all of the documentation when that got passed in the Congress. It was always presented as this is something as a safety net just to get people back on their feet. And then you have millions of people that were on it for 30, 40 years. And it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's not what it was intended for. And
Well,
I
I had
think
a
it's good to have
solution.
a social safety net, but not to make it a lifestyle for people.
I had a solution to that problem, but people look at me, they go, "Oh, you're fucking crazy." But the thing is like, here's what you do. It has nothing to do with the federal government because the federal government is the one that funds these states, right? Because the welfare goes through the states. Okay, so it's actually the state government, right? So if you're the federal government, what you need to do is you need to tell the states, well, if you don't make these people punch a clock, then we're not going to give you the funds. So what you do is even I can't get a job. Well, yeah, you do. Here's this stick with a piece of with a nail on the end of it. You punch a clock and you walk along the highways and you pick up paper 40 hours a week. Okay, and you punch the clock 40 hours a week, or you don't get your welfare check and you don't get your food stamps, right? Or you're going to be the gym monitor at this elementary school. You go there at night, you let the kids come into the gymnasium and play basketball and shit, and you watch them. You're the monitor. You take care. You make sure nothing gets screwed up. You clean up afterwards, right? Then you lock the place up. That's your job. You're gonna punch 40 hours a week doing that. If you don't get your fucking check. You know what I mean? And don't you think that would work? That would actually work because the state would say, well, wait, we
Well,
can't pay that. We
you
can't
know
pay
why I
that.
know you know why I know it would work? Because I've seen the studies done on unemployment before. And
Hmm.
about 99% of people get a job in the last week or two before their unemployment runs out. Somehow
Correct.
magically find a job. So when you incentivize people to stay at home and not work, of course they're not going to work. Now the people are paying into unemployment. That's their own money, supposedly.
Hmm.
But if you're subsidizing laziness, of course people are going to wait until the benefit runs out. Then they'll go out and get a job. So
But if the
you want to
if
have
the
the
state told
benefit.
if the state told them they have to punch a clock to get your welfare, they're going to go out and
They
get a
would go
job,
back into work.
or they're
They
going to
would
do
go
the
find,
job, or they're going to do the job like the gym monitor and picking up papers along the highway or whatever the fuck the state gives.
and if they had to do that, they would go find a regular job
Of course,
because it
of
wouldn't
course.
nobody would want to do that. So yeah, I wish that it was like that, but that's one thing I appreciate about the Philippines is it's so primitive that if you don't work, you're not eating, dude. You're not getting anything unless you go out and drum it up somehow.
And
It's kind of like the
they
old
don't have, yeah, they don't have a social program there. They don't have it.
they don't.
I think
So
they started a program
what do you
recently,
see?
which is pretty good though, where they collect plastics, and for
Well,
every
you want to
kilo of
see
plastic,
people get.
well,
I mean, I want there to be a safety net, but I want it to be responsible. And it's just, I bet
well,
you
I
there's
think that's a pretty.
50%
I
of
think
the
that I was.
population
I
on a
think
check some.
I think that was a pretty good idea though. You go and collect recyclables, and you bring them in, and we'll give you the same amount in rice as what you bring in. Right? I think that's a pretty good program, man. Because if they're not working, they're
They had
squatters or
that.
whatever and shit. Yeah, I mean
They
that's
had
a
that.
good program
Hey,
because
Roy, how
they're
you
actually
doing?
having to work. They actually have to go out and work and pick that shit up and bring it in to recycle it to get the rice. You know what I mean? It's not just handed out to them. Here, stay living by a fucking river in a fucking tent, and we're going to give you so much money a month. No, they're working
Oh,
for it. They're,
Malaws, we're talking about unemployment, not welfare. So on the they've done studies that showed people usually get a job right before their unemployment benefit runs out. Usually there's a 6 month or a 1 year maximum payout on that, and usually they get the job with it like in the 52nd week, 51st or 52nd week of a 1 year maximum. Of course, it's a case by case, and sometimes certain areas go through hard times or a factory shuts down. It's not universal, but just as a general rule. Hold on one second, Phil. I'll be right back.
All right. I was just about to do the same damn thing. Hurry up, because I got to go too. I'm the opposite. I usually find a job before I'm entitled anymore. Hey, Malas, I've worked all my life since I was 14 fucking years old, man. I used to bust down truck tire flats when I was 14, man. I've been supporting myself since the beginning of fucking time, man. The only thing I'm doing now is I'm getting my military pension because I deserve it. So now I'm living fucking free and easy, debt free. That's what people do. They get themselves in so much fucking debt that it's too hard to dig themselves out. So then they're looking for help here, pay off my student loan, pay this, pay that. They're looking for free shit all the time, man. Everybody's looking for free shit. And this world, I'll tell you what, I come from a school of hard knocks. And from the school of hard knocks, you work for what you get. Nothing is free. And if you don't need it, don't go buy it. You know, People materialistic, too fucking materialistic nowadays, man. Oh, well, so and so got that new car, man. I want that car too. Just like Brett, he gets on his panel. He's always wanting to buy this and buy that. What the hell? You back, sir? Are you back there, Mister Threesome?
I'm back. I'm back.
I gotta,
Go ahead
I
and
gotta
go.
run drain. I gotta run drain the lizard. Explain these people like the
Okay.
title says. Do I need a lawyer?
You don't need a lawyer because they're all full of shit. Nothing's going to happen to anybody. Unemployment benefit is welfare in your case. Okay. Um, People will go on it, especially ladies, if they have a baby or they, yeah. But even that, like, I don't think the taxpayer should be paying for people to spread their legs and pump out babies. If you can't, if you know that you have this net that's going to give you money, it just seems like it encourages behavior that's not in the best interest of the kid or the mother. I think that you would have a different take if they knew there was no payout at the end of that. I just don't think it's fair either. Like, I don't think we should take tax dollars out of somebody's pocket to pay for some 16-year-old girl that wants to, fuck every guy in town. By the way, so we saw the amazing turn of events today. I know Kanoy saw it, where we saw Frank and Ricky turn on each other. Shock. I don't know about you, but I'm totally shocked. HVAC tenors in the house. Yep. And Philip is wondering if he needs a lawyer when he goes to Southeast Asia. The answer to that is absolutely no, because even if you get a lawyer, these cases are never going anywhere. No one's getting kicked out of the Philippines. No one's getting kicked out of Thailand or Vietnam or anywhere else. So if you want to go hand your money over to a lawyer and have them laugh at you as soon as you walk out the door, they'll happily take it. But they don't give a flying fuck what two foreigners are bitching about on YouTube. The court doesn't. So what's new with you, HVAC Tenor? What's going on in Tenorlands? Okay, I held the fort for you, Philip Janik.
Thank you, Mister Threesome. And that title is being sarcastic, right? That was being sarcastic. I know I don't need a fucking lawyer,
I
but
know you.
it was because of the Ricky telling Frank, you need to show transparency. Show me. Post your lawyer's phone number or post his name. Why do you need $20,000? What the fuck is the $20,000 coming from? I don't get that part. Did he ask for
That's
twenty
actually
thousand dollars?
yes. That's actually one of the things that leaves when you're dealing with YouTube mental cases. They cannot understand sarcasm. Sarcasm with mentally ill people, they take everything literally. Every word you say, literally. Even when it's
Yeah.
obvious sarcasm or parody, they take it literally. And you got to remember that. They have no sense of humor the way a normal person would. Ask Easy. He has been living in Vietnam for a couple of years. In Vietnam, they just mind their own business. Everyone's friendly. There's friendliest people I've ever met, that's for sure. Vietnamese people are unbelievably friendly and they're very hospitable over there. And they're good at minding their own business. No one's going to sue anybody or need a lawyer.
Oh, I bought broken leg the other day, Mr. Threesome, when I was out shopping, buying extra shit that I'm gonna take along with me. I looked so hard for them fucking black pajamas, man. I mean, I was digging through stores. Where am I gonna find a pair of black pajamas? Because I want to do that sarcastic bit where I walk out in the fucking black pajamas with the flip flops on and the
Oh, yeah.
fucking,
I would love to see that.
the little dome hat,
I would
like the
love to
Viet
see
Cong
that.
used to wear. I mean,
Yes.
I mean, because these people, they're so serious about every fucking thing. Nothing is a joke to them.
Everything.
They can't.
Going nuts over everything. Frank and Ricky are both sick. They cannot. Well, Ricky said on his show that that it was turned down anyway. There's not going to be any case. Just like there was never going to be a case in Fazio's 3-year case that he had against Frank. They they dismissed that. They dismissed the
Well, he
attack.
basically, didn't
They're
Fazio
not.
basically just take a payoff, like 50,000 peso payoff or some shit like that? Wasn't that what
No, he
basically
didn't get
what it
any money.
was?
That was for the court. But
Okay,
he
well,
didn't.
see, they're waste
It
they're
was.
wasting their fucking money, is what it is.
They're
I mean,
wasting their money. They're wasting their time. All the sides here. Nothing's ever going to happen legally. Doesn't matter which side you take. It's all going to be laughed out of court.
well, unless I'll go with you on that point. Unless you defame a Filipino, you don't deface a Filipino. Okay, you don't deface anybody in their own country, man. If you're not from that country, because they will deport you. They will deport you. I mean, you just walk up to some Filipino on the street and say, "Hey, you're a fucking scumbag. You'll go get a fucking job." You can't do that in fucking Vietnam. You just don't
They
do it.
have to have proof. They have to have proof that you did that, though. Just them going and saying
Yeah,
it's not going to get you out of
yeah.
here.
Well, they got five buddies standing next to them. They're gonna back them up.
They, they have to have proof. You got to remember all the stuff that is being given out there as proof. Tons of females have gone on and complained about some of these guys. Nothing ever happens. You think
Yeah,
there's
I
all this
understand.
justice for Filipinos? I mean, you need to live here. They complain more than anybody that they can't get justice. They
But
get
I'm
their stuff
speaking
this
about it.
right.
I'm speaking about any country you go to, any country, whether it's
No,
Mexico,
it's
Italy,
not a good
where.
idea, but they're not quick on the trigger to deport. I've never seen anybody deported. The people that I knew that were deported here were here terrorizing the place for years before they finally got kicked out.
They're
You're not
actually
getting
actually being sex offenders or going to jail for murdering a transvestite. And then they got let go. That
yeah, he
guy's
got
not
a
in
full
jail anymore, right?
presidential pardon. He got a full
Yeah,
presidential pardon.
you know why? Because Duterte, which I can talk about him
Me,
now because he's no longer the president, but
it's
he
hard to
gave him the
get.
pardon because
They don't kick
Duterte.
people out of here easily. That's all I'm saying. They don't kick
Well,
people out of here.
he made a statement on the news where he said he used to be gay, I think it was, but he changed to normal, and then he says there is no such thing as rape with women. There is no such thing as rape. He made statements like he did a couple of Donald Trumps in there. I mean, while he was in there. I mean, but and
Kanoy,
that's what the
you're right.
news reporting it said.
Frank said that Ricky confided in him privately that he was actually gay and that he's only doing these girl things to cover up for it and that he can't get it up. I mean, that's what was said. Now, you take everything from him in a grain of salt, but I think both of them they're basically the same. I knew that they're
But Frank, I came to your house with a girl. I came to your house with a girl. You gotta do it 3 times. But see, the thing they don't understand, Biggie, is you have to have a tort. You have to have a tort. You have to say, you have to have something said against you that's actually going to hurt you to be able to sue somebody. You know what I mean? Defamation of character for what? They don't have any character in the first fucking place. They have no character, man.
There's there's so few people
No,
that ever
okay,
get.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example right now because mom's here. Hey, mom, what's up, mom, Hapster? Because
You
I'm
were
glad you
thrown under
showed
the
up.
bus too today, Miss Hapster. You didn't know it, but you were thrown under the bus. Philip was
Yeah, yeah,
banned, and I was kicked off.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
defended
Okay,
you, Mrs. Hapster,
I'll tell
publicly.
you what. I'll tell you what. This is a good example. It would be like if somebody made a statement about mom that made her lose her job. Well, then she has a tort. You know what I mean? Because she lost her job over the statement. You know what I mean? Then she has a
Yeah,
tort. Then she could go after them to sue them. But if they're just saying like, "Oh, you're a dickhead and a bum and whatever," you can't sue them for that. I mean, what? It's crazy. And mom, I got to bring up a subject. Remember the little out I had with Tina about 2 years ago, and then we came on your channel and we rehashed it and we got all friends again. Remember that about over a year ago?
take care,
Do you
fries.
remember that, mom? Do you remember that, mom? Because I made a statement about out of all the Filipinas that she was like one of the hottest, had the most bubbly personality, and if I was going to hook up with a Filipina, I would hook up with her. And then I made a sexual comment, and she got butthurt over it. So I apologize. I mean, we're still friends. Well, a guy on his channel today, I'm not going to say the name of the channel because he's a total drunk and he has no mind. Started replaying that clip of me talking, but he took the clip and clipped it down and played it out of context. And he was saying that I was a scumbag and that I mistreat Filipinos and that I butthurt her and everything. I said that was all taken out of context. She knows we made up. Apologize. I said, why are you bringing this shit up now? Play the clip. Play the full clip in context. Don't play just the little part. And he kicked me and Biggie both off of the panel. He actually thought I
I
was homeless, mom. That's how high his IQ was. He actually thought I was freaking homeless.
but he's mad at
I
you
leave
too.
tomorrow.
I
I
told him to
leave
talk
tomorrow,
to you,
mom.
Hapster, personally, privately.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You told me hash it out privately, right?
Hash it out privately, and if he still doesn't like Mrs. Hapster, then he can continue to hold that view. But have the conversation, give her the benefit of the doubt. That was my
That was
advice.
right before I came. That was right before I came up on the panel. Then he started going after me for the Tina thing, right? And
Yep.
if anything, if he's mad because it hurt her feelings, why is he rehashing it and bringing it back up? I mean, what the hell? These guys are crazy on YouTube, man. That's why the title is, Mom. Do I need a lawyer for when I go to the Southeast Asia? These YouTubers are nuts, man. They're crazy. Do I need a lawyer? It should say, do I need a lawyer or a bodyguard? One of the two. Well,
Yeah, if you got a
Mom, I
yourself,
rehashed that out with Tina privately, and we're still friends on Messenger now
if you
because
got a
I mean,
problem with somebody, like truly got a problem with somebody, you should, like who said, oh, the person laughed when I was on the panel or something like that, some panel thing or whatever. Give the person the benefit of the doubt and see if you understood them properly before you go off on a tangent about how evil she is because she laughed at something. That could easily be misunderstood.
yeah, yep, you're sure about that,
People
Mom.
take
Mom,
this stuff too serious. I mean, this is fucking YouTube. It doesn't amount to a hill of beans.
Mom even helped me hash it out with the troll Donnie, the boss. She got on there, her and Mountain Man, which I haven't. I don't know what the hell happened to him, Mr. Elvis Mountain Man. They told us to kiss and make up, and for me to take that troll video down. This is outing a troll, right? Which got about 1,400 views in one day. And they said because I was saying stuff about his wife in the other chat. Well, if he's trolling me, he deserves it. You know what I mean? Because she was behind it with him. But I said, okay, I'll kiss and make up. I'll take the video down. I apologize and everything, right? And we rehashed everything. We rehashed everything. We got it all done. He's the only one that paid that back the last time. What the hell?
You're right, Kanoi. Most people are crazy as hell. They're on YouTube all the time.
And the thing is, and then he said that I was jealous of other singers on YouTube. Come on up and sing, Mom. I want to hear you sing. Come on up and sing for
He
us.
blocked me. He kicked me off the show for defending Philip because I said I'd never have heard Philip talk that way to females. I've never heard it, but it doesn't mean it never happened.
Well, I didn't say it like seriously. He took it out of context. It was a
No, no,
discussion,
but
and
even if you did that and it was in context, I just said that I've never heard you do that because I haven't.
well, you did
So
today.
what's
You
no,
you
no, I
heard it
heard
on his thing when he
a
played it out
clip.
of context.
Yeah, I heard a clip, but I'm saying before, and same thing with Terry. I was mad at me for quote unquote defending Terry, but I just said I've never heard Terry, and I've known Terry for years, do what he is alleging. And he got mad at that. But I've never
Yeah,
heard Terry do that.
the
Personally, I
re-
never
the,
have.
the reason the title, Mom, is "Do I Need a Lawyer?" is because of all the drama on YouTube, man. I just when I go to Southeast Asia, I just got to stay away from all the other YouTubers, man. Just stay the hell away from them. They're crazy. So, me, if I was to
Well,
come to your house, I'd try to sleep on your doorstep for a couple of days, but
Kanoi, I've come to the conclusion a long time ago that YouTube is the world's largest mental hospital. So nothing anyone says has any impact on me. As soon as I turn the thing off, I just laugh my ass off, and it doesn't even move the needle.
well,
Honestly,
I'm not butthurt whatsoever. I can't get butthurt anymore. I just can't get butthurt. I mean, people can say anything they want about me. I just don't get butthurt anymore because it's YouTube, and I know what I am, and I know what I do, and I know how I am. And I
oh,
am the
he's
same
being
way on here.
sarcastic about the lawyer.
I'm,
He's not being serious. He's
but
talking
yeah,
about
I'm this,
because
yeah,
of
I'm the
Ricky.
same. Yeah, Ricky with Frank about the 20,000. Show your transparency. Show your transparency. You gotta do it 3 times. Show your transparency. Show your transparency. Yeah, what the fuck. I overdid. I went 4 times. But I mean, I stumbled on that video in the stream. I'm not even subbed to this fucking channel, but I stumbled on it. And I said, "What the hell is this? Let me see what it is." I
Oh, it
watched.
was
I said,
major
"God."
breaking news. So they
I said,
they
"Oh,
have my laws. They when you are doing nothing but doing YouTube and getting drunk all throughout the day and high, of course you're going to see things like that pop up. And then there's also the question of when you are seriously impaired all the time like that, it's hard to get in a relationship with somebody.
I know, Mom. I don't want to really drag you into this, but but
Well,
I
you have a
really want to
job.
drag you in.
You know,
But
the
I really
job
want
will
to
help
drag you
you.
into this.
The job will help regulate that behavior because you have to at least be sober and normal when you're at work. When you're not working and these people and you're just sitting there and you're high or drunk all day every day, of course it's going to lead to emotional issues.
Mom, I really don't want to drag you into this, but I really do want to drag you into this. Uh, uh, if somebody's a total drunk and they can work, do you think they should be on government assistance? This type of one or for yes and two for no. I think if they're total drunk and they're not handicapped, that they should be working. Then.
I don't think anybody should be on government assistance unless they can't physically get up and do work. So
That's right.
the kid Brandon, who's in a wheelchair with cerebral palsy, he shouldn't have to go work. But everybody else,
Honeyco!
even if you're depressed or anxious, you should be get off your lazy fucking ass and go work.
Here, I'm going to make a statement here to Honeyco. Honeyco!
Honeyco, honeyco,
Honeyco!
honey,
Honeyco!
honey,
Welcome
honey,
to the
honey, honeyco.
welcome to the chat. Did you do a tribute to me the other day when you went to Dunkin' Donuts and everybody said you're going there? I wasn't even there, and they were talking about me. They said, "Oh, she's going to Dunkin' Donuts to hook up with Philip." Right? You're going there because you think I'm such a hot young stud, right, Honeyco?
By the way, I've noticed Mrs. Hapster's being she's starting to act more like me lately. I I caught her on some other panel or she was typing and she was ripping these LDR type things to shreds. I go, my gosh, it sounds like me. Good job, Mrs. Hapster. Hello, Mike Whitcomb. How
Yeah. Let's give it a clap. Let's give
Hapster and
Mom
Riley both.
Hamster the clap.
I thought, my gosh, they finally are
Mike
starting to.
Mike Whitcomb. You want the clap?
But
Let's give Mike Whitcomb the clap for
Mike
sure up.
Whitcomb
Turn
is
the great
here.
right
Let's hit the
there.
bell.
Turn the great right there. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Very, very great to see.
Uh, Mega Love, Big Wallet Phillip. Remember, no more Mega Love shout outs. It's Mega fucking shout out, is what it is, man. Because the Internet Monster doesn't like
MFSO.
that, Honeyco.
What time does your
It
plane leave tomorrow, Philip?
12:25. Let's see, it's 11:07 now, so it's exactly 25 hours and some change before I'm on that plane, man.
Beautiful,
Because
beautiful. Philip
it's
Jazz
11:08.
um,
Chimpy Ho! We got a Chimpy Ho in the chat. Chimpy Ho, do you hang around with chimpanzees in the
hello,
zoo that
Biggie.
smoke cigarettes,
Co-host. Whoa.
and stroke it? Because I used to go
How
to
do you know
Brookfield
it's
Zoo all the
me?
time in Chicago. You know that,
How
Biggie?
do they
I
know
used to go.
it's me?
I used to go to Brookfield Zoo and they had a chimp there, and you could throw him a cigarette, and he'd pick it up and smoke it, and then he'd start winking, man. He actually did that. Yeah, they shouldn't come on a stream drunk, Mom. It lowers their IQ by about 60 points, you know. Song from Anna's here! Song from Anna's here!
Oh,
Do me a favor, come up and sing us a song from Anna. Make this
only
entertaining.
people who are not physically capable, like they're disabled, truly disabled. They can't. Paraplegic, quadriplegic, something like that. Somebody who can't do the work. Everybody else should do their fair share, and everybody should pay some form of taxes. This whole thing about
Yeah.
the bottom percent pay zero taxes, I'm stunned at that. That was never
Well,
like
if
that
they,
all over this country.
well, Mr. Threesome, if you have kids, you get
Don't
money
start
back
the
at the end of
rates
the
too
year.
much. What's
You
that?
get a bonus. If you got kids, you get a bonus check at the end of the year. It's called the earned income credit. They're paying you for working. Because you're working and we don't have to put you to welfare, we're going to give you a $3,500 bonus check at the end of the year. You know, it's called earned income credit, man.
Well, shouldn't you get something back if you're gonna make if you're put pain into the system?
Well,
It's
no,
your
they're
money.
doing it. No, no, they give them that back, okay, like if they didn't make enough, but they're also giving them a bonus for
Oh,
attempting to work and support your family. We're going to give you a bonus for your kids. You
how
know,
nice.
that's for attempting to support yourself. They give them a $3,500 bonus per kid, up to two. Whoa, sounds good to me. I should go up and knock somebody up. You know, give me a bonus payment, right?
Well, the booze thing for you, Kanoi, doesn't apply because you have a business and you have a part-time job at where was that again? UPS. I mean, you were working two jobs, so I don't think the guy that's working a business and a part-time job is the problem in society. I think they're the solution, not the problem. I think the
Okay,
problem is freeloaders out there.
here's a clip somebody could take out of context. Okay, Mom Hapster knows what a glory hole is. She made a joke in one of her streams about during the COVID that her husband was she couldn't get with her husband, and so she's got to cut a hole through the wall, and she called it a glory hole, right? So now you take that out of context. Me just saying, Mom Hapster knows what a glory hole is, and play that clip. That looks like I'm jigging on her about something, right? But really, I'm just talking shit. It's not I'm jigging on her. You know, whatever.
I work
The
my ass
fuck,
over.
Janet. See, I remember, Mom. I got a brain like a snap trigger.
And that's what I'm saying, Kanoy. If you work that much and you want to blaze up and smoke a bowl, more power to you. If you want to get drunk, more power to you. Because that's your right. You have every right to do that when you're not working. But you're not asking the government or taxpayers to subsidize that lifestyle. So if they want it,
Yeah,
they should go out and work for it.
Now, when mom made that statement, right? She was being very fucking sarcastic, right? But see, people don't understand that shit. That's the fucking problem. When people joke, they don't get it. They take everything too friggin' seriously, man. That's what it is. They take everything too friggin' seriously, man.
Well, speaking of glory holes, we have another vlogger that was famous for glory holes. Says Kanoi probably knows what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, of course, of course, of course. Party comes after family. Yep. Point is, you're not asking taxpayers to subsidize whatever it is you do. So if you earn your way through life and you want to do whatever, it's your prerogative. Do whatever you want. I can't even imagine saying I want to go out and live a certain type of lifestyle and I expect a taxpayer to come up with the money to subsidize my decision. It's just completely nuts. You used to clean the whole. Yes, you do. You know who I'm talking about.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. Inform me. What was the gossip? What was the chismis? What
Well,
was it?
we have
Who's
a
this guy?
blogger, one of the two people that were fighting each other tonight, who used to work in the
Oh,
parks department in Seattle, and he
ah.
talked about glory holes in
They
the
had the bathroom. They had the bathroom glory holes, not the peep show. They had the bathroom
no
glory holes, right?
bathroom. It's what he was cleaning bathrooms
Yeah,
at the
but they have
parks.
them in the peep. They have them in the peep shows too, man, for the gays. When the
Well,
gays
they
go and they
might,
want some strange meat, they go to the
but
glory holes.
he
Because I
but he got
managed.
his he got his
I
glory
managed
holes in the park restrooms.
I managed Peekaboo Books in California for about a year till the gay manager of the whole manager of all the places, right? I was just a manager, but he was the regional manager, right? Told me I would never get a promotion unless I went out to dinner with him. And you know what, Biggie? I filed unemployment on that as sexual harassment. And guess what? That's how crazy California is. They gave it to me. Sexual harassment because the regional manager said I would never get a promotion unless I went out to dinner with him.
Did you ever use glory holes?
Did I ever use a glory hole?
Huh?
I told you about that in the other chat. I told you about them two girls came in the glory hole next to me. I told you one when I was with my
Not in
baby's mama.
not in a glory hole.
Yeah, when I was with my baby's mama, the girl kept putting her fingers through the hole. She was with her husband. And my baby's mama said, "What is she doing?" And I
I'm
go,
not
"She
talking about
wants to."
girls. I'm talking about
Yes, girl.
Ricky types. Did you ever?
No, 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 no. The only one was the twink, the Mexican twink. That's it.
Your
For
little
money.
Mexican Twinkie?
For money. Yeah, for money. I gave him the cream filling from the Twinkie on his head and painted his face. Oh my God.
Philip Janik had a Mexican Twinkie. Everybody, you can clip that
Well,
also.
you got to remember there's perks that come with being the manager of a peep show in California. All the people in California are fucking crazy, right? Okay. So all the husbands and wives would come there late at night too, and some of the husbands would say, "Hey, why don't you come home with me and you can bang my wife and shit?" I mean, there's some crazy people living in California. Man, I'm telling you.
That would be funny. Mike would come put some steel wool in there and then have like a hidden camera. That would be fantastic.
No, what's fantastic is when you got two college bitches jumping the booth next to you and they start fucking putting their fingers to the hole like, hey, let me get some of that. That works
I
out
can't
too.
imagine either using or putting it
Hey,
in a glory.
Biggie, back in the day for me, a freebie was a freebie, man. What could I say? As long as it wasn't gays, freebie's a freebie, man.
No.
Now
I'm talking about
I've I've
in my
I've
most.
matured.
I just had a different style than that. I'm not saying I was more morally sound than you were. I'm just saying it's hard to imagine using
Well,
glory holes.
you probably have never been to a peep show then, right?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you're sheltered. Yeah. I mean, because I'll tell you what, if you're standing there and you see two hot college chicks going to the booth, next to the booth you're going to go in, and you see that they're women, that they're not transies, right? And you sit down, and then the next thing you know, they're waving their fingers through the hole like, come give me something over here. And you give it to them, and they go at it. Who the hell would turn that down, man? You done saw him. You done saw him go in there. You know it's not a tranny. Younger
I
college
just
girls, how do you?
I don't know. I've never been in that situation, but
Well, but if you were,
have
come
you
on,
been?
I know. Don't BS me. Come on, Mister Threesome.
Well, I
I'm
can't
telling
even imagine
you,
it.
you
Don't get
got
me
two
wrong.
hot girls.
I'm not.
You
It's not
you
a
got two
moral
hot.
thing.
No, you got
It's a
two hot
different
girls.
side. That's
No, yeah, I mean you got two hot girls in a telephone booth next to you with a hole in the wall, and they're wanting your junk. You're telling me you're not gonna put your junk through that hole, man? Come on, unless you're
there might
scared.
have been a time. Yeah, but that's not what I think about when I think of peep shows. I think of the glory holes that is talked about that Kanoya knows about is about men with men,
Yeah,
not about women.
those are like the rest stops around the United States. They
Stuff
block them
like
all
that.
up at
Yeah.
that parks and shit. Yeah, yeah. But this is different. This is a sex shop. You know, people go there. These girls would come in and buy like you know, adult toys for themselves and shit. And they figured they want to get a little bit of the real thing. Well, there, they go in the back and I'm the manager there. Hell, what the hell? Why can't I get a little bit of advantage from that, you know?
Why do you
No,
think
Billy
that
Jack, Billy Jack, shame, shame, shame on you for making that fucking statement. God damn it. Shame on
I
you.
think that's there because prostitution is not legal and it's not readily accessible. I think if it
Yeah.
was, people wouldn't need the um, the glory holes of the world. I think there should be cheap, easily accessible, and legal prostitution.
Like $100, getting paid $100 to let some
Well,
22-year-old Mexican
probably
guy blow
50,
you.
50, 100 might be steep for some people.
Don't be a cheap whore, man. Come on.
You need how about 99 cents? I think 99
I
cent super chat
big
would get you
big
at least an old
oh
granny.
well, a 99-cent super chat would get you a dick pic for sure. We know that, right? But here's another statement. Here's another statement
Oh
here.
wow, my
Uh,
kitchen knives. There should be different levels, right? The 99 cent could be an old granny who's like 70 years old and wants to.
hey man, I love grannies, especially if they don't have any teeth. Especially if they're toothless, man. I love grandmas, man, without teeth,
So
man.
the 99 cent super chat would be for them, but then there's a level up to $100. So $100 would be a cheaper one and or a nicer one, and then 50 would be a mid range one, and then the 99 cent super chat would be for a granny.
But I'm not gonna be a cheap whore. If I'm gonna do gay, if I'm gonna sell myself for gay sex, I'm gonna at least get $100 at least. You know, I got 500 from a female. What the hell, man? You know, I'm a
A
whore. I'll
gay
admit it.
$600.
Oh, I forgot to tell you this
They'll
one
do
you
that
never
for
heard
free.
before. The Brazilian girl in San Francisco when I was in the service, right? The Brazilian girl that used to drive around in the Lincoln Continental, man. I went down by the. You ever heard of St. Francis Hotel? That's where all
Yes, I
the
did.
hookers hang out. I went down there with my long army pea coat on, you know, leaning up against the building, man. And she pulls up in a Lincoln and she's wanting to hook up with me, right? And she said, "Put your ID through the crack in the window. I'll make sure you're not a cop." And I go, "No, I can't do that, right?" And so she rolled the window now where I can put my hand through there to check out I'm not a cop. I hooked up with her. She was ready to take me to goddamn. Her dad owns a coffee plantation. She lived across the bay in Sausalito. Man, she used to pick me up at the barracks and pay me and bring me back to the. I totally forgot about that one, man. Jeez, that was the shit. I was really pimping myself off back then. I was like what 20, 21, something like that, man. Pimping it out to the Cougars, Brazilian Cougars, man.
Thankfully, we forget certain things.
I used to play that
Every
with
once
my
in a
band.
while,
I used to play that song with my band. Cheap Trick does. You know, he's a whore. You ever hear that song? Look it up
I
and
think
play
so.
it, man. We used to cover that with my band. He's a whore. You know. We used to do Big Eyes, He's a Whore, and Hello There, Ladies and Gentlemen. We used to do all three of them songs. We run them all together, you know, right? From Cheap Trick.
Okay, Kanoy. See ya. Would you call yourself a male whore?
I guess I was. I guess I was both. I swung both ways as a whore, except I didn't do any gay stuff. I just let the gays do me. You know, I don't think that's being gay. if you get paid
Let a dude
to lift
suck you
them.
off. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. It's,
I didn't rub his nut. I didn't rub his nuts while he was doing it.
I mean,
I didn't even rub the top of his head. If he gave me an extra $100, I might have rubbed the top of his head and pulled on the ear or something. You know, I just let
have
him
you
go
ever
at
been
it.
attracted to men?
No, no, not really. Not
Yeah, so
even the lady boys.
it's probably not technically gay. It's just you're letting somebody. Oops, sorry.
It,
You're letting
it's just
somebody service you. That's all.
I'm letting them abuse
Like
me.
a
That's like
massage.
that. Well, that's like that nurse that paid me the 500 to take the night off and then bought me a guitar and a Mesa Boogie amp. You know, I found out she was married, and I told her, I said, listen, we're not going behind the brown door anymore, because I knew she had a girlfriend that she was by. But then I found out she had a husband. I said, no wonder I can't even catch a pair of deuces when I'm playing poker. It's bad luck. It's bad karma that I'm banging a married woman. I go, it has nothing to do with your husband coming after me or nothing. It's just bad luck, right? And she was like almost fucking emotionally distraught, like, oh, he's not gonna hook up with me anymore. She came over that Friday and she counted out $500 bills on the hood of my taxi cab and said, you're not gonna go work tonight. You're going karaoke with me, and then we're coming back here. And I said, okay. And the next day I hit the pick four straight, lottery, pick four straight. So it got rid of all the bad karma. And I told her, I said, you know what? Now that you're paying me, I'm no longer banging a married woman. I am providing a service. So that's not bad karma because I'm just providing a service. So it worked. It worked. Let me tell you.
Hapster saying goodbye. She's going to work.
Yeah, mom, stay away from them. Stay away from them things. You know what I'm talking about. Stay away from them. No $80 brunches either on the way to work.
Away from the glory holes.
You got to eat like a normal person. You can't be going to $80 brunches, even if it's in Hawaii. You can't be doing that. Got to save, save, save nowadays. We got to save, save, save. Here, we'll do this for the Hapsters. We'll do this for mom before she leaves. We'll do this just for her. Okay, here we go. I don't do this for nobody, and I don't do any mega love shout outs. I do the mega fucking shout out. Here we go. This is just for mom here, right here. Here we go. Boom! For mom. Come on, pop up in the chat. There it is. There
We
you
got
go.
the triple mega love shout out. Mega, mega, mega love shout out.
A mega fucking shout out. There you go. That's what you do now. My from now on, I type in the chat. It's gonna be MFSO. That's what it's gonna be from now on. No more MLS. MFSO. Thanks
That's
for
so
showing
sweet.
up, mom. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for supporting this buong stream, because that's what it is. Basically, just a buong stream. Being a little sarcastic, tell a little truth. The truth hurts a lot of people sometimes. Here's the truth. They don't like it. Like that guy. He's a drunk. He doesn't like it, but he's a drunk. You know. I mean, some people are just that way. Call them out on the truths, and they don't like it. What can you say? I straightened Mike Wickham out a long time ago on his girlfriend's channel. You'd wish. I told him, I said, don't buy her a pink house. I said, just get a big tent and put it up down there. We got that joke. That joke's been going for shit since we met on YouTube. About how he's going to buy Maria a tent. There's this stuff that you say, and everybody knows if you're just being sarcastic if they have a brain. If they don't have a brain, they don't know you're being sarcastic. They just don't know.
Is Whitcomb with a YouTuber?
Well, I don't know anymore. He hasn't said anything lately, but he was on LDR with Maria. She had the You'd Wish channel, man. We used to go on there, me, Nathan, and everybody
Maria?
used to go.
Who?
We used to have Maria. I don't know her last name. It's just Mike Wickham's girlfriend back in the day. I
Yeah,
don't know
but
if they're still together or not.
what was the name of her show?
You'd Wish was the live stream. You'd Wish. But now, since she's living way down south in Mindanao, she doesn't get a Wi-Fi signal or whatever, so she can't stream.
I remember that name that didn't show up.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
used to have some really great streams, man. Some awesome streams, man. She's the one that gave me the Buong Buong, man. And then she also, when Alfonso and them guys were there, she nicknamed me, and like, how you can change the names. She changed the names to Ghost Banger one time because I was talking about ghosts and shit. She's crazy. She's Buong herself, man. I don't know, Mike Wickham. If you're still out there, answer the question. Are you still with Maria or no? Are you still with You'd Wish? Or are you planning on
I
going
do.
buying her
I
off?
know Mike Whitcomb, Captain. I like Mike Whitcomb. I have for a
He,
long, long time. I just
he's
don't
a hard
know
worker. He's
who's
a hard
dating
worker.
her because I remember that name popping up in channels before, like years ago. You'd Wish, but no, I
Listen,
like
Billy Jack. Look at Billy Jack's guy right there. Thank you for trying that soon, PJ, and take his
custodian.
cardboard home.
You can take this cardboard home.
You go, Billy. He's a stud dog. I don't know. I mean, if he's still here, I don't know if he's still here or not. But answer us: are you still doing the LDR with Maria there, or is that on the rocks, or are you guys still together, or what? You know, because you guys had LDR going for a while there. You know?
He's always been above the fray. He doesn't get involved in
No, no, he does. He's a good guy.
shit
He's a
on
great
you.
guy, man. Mike
He
Whitcomb's a
is.
great guy. I always call. I call when he comes in the chat. I call him. Sometimes I call him "Hello, Mister Whitcomb." I give him the respect. I call him Mister Whitcomb. You know, just like the
Yeah.
Filipinos call you Sir Philip and stuff like that. I call him Mister Whitcomb. You know? Just like I call you Mister Threesome.
That's very nice of you. They don't call me sir here.
Oh, I tell the people when they're down south. I said, "Okay, yay, we are still together. And I'm flying December 9th. You wish best channel. Best is her channel. You'd wish best is her channel. Oh, she started another channel. Okay, I got to check it out then, man, because we had fun there, man. It was a blast, man.
December 9th. Oh, that's the best weather here, Mike Whitcomb. It's the best
I'll
weather
tell
month.
Nathan. I'll tell Nathan about that too, Mike. I'll get on Messenger and I'll call Nathan up and tell him it's called Best. You'd wish best. Okay, got it. I'm thinking her real name's Maria. I don't know for sure. I mean, she never did say what her real name was, but I'm thinking it's Maria, if I'm not mistaken. She, man, she would jig. You'd come on the panel and she'd change your name from Mr. Threesome to Mr. No Some or something like that. You know, just for the fuck of it. She was great, man. Yeah,
Have
Mr.
you
Threesome to Mr. Get Some or something. She'd change her name in a funny way. She'd always do it in a funny way. You know?
have the two of you met yet, Mike Whitcomb? In the past, I don't know what your history is with her.
Does she have a channel now? That's what I want to know. Because if she has a channel now, I'll be sure to support her, man. Because we had a
That's it.
blast there.
You'd wish best is her channel. He said.
Especially with Chris S coming up and singing the boy band tunes, and Nathan coming up and singing it. It was great, man. We had a blast in there, man. What was the name, Mike? You can. I keep forgetting this guy. What was the name of
Yeah,
that awful singer that awful singer that was in the stadium all the time? And she'd say, "Let's bring up the big star and let him sing." What was that kid's name? Where he had his mom and dad would come home and he'd have to hurry up and get off the computer. What was his name? Jason something, or what was his name? I know Michael remember who I'm talking about because this is an awful singer. He had like a stadium background, and we get him to sing these awful songs and stuff. It was crazy.
stadium background.
He
Well,
was the only
I
one
mean,
there. He was the only one there that didn't know he was awful. Just the rest of us knew he was awful. You know.
I'm excited for you that you're finally getting to meet her, and that's good to know. It's exciting to you're going to finally meet her.
Yep, yep, Mike, and I believe you. You're one of the YouTubers I believe that you're going there. That you're actually going there, man. I believe that.
So I've
Not like these
spent
other
time
guys. Oh,
together to
I'll,
see
I'll,
it.
I'll be there in a month, or I'll be there next month. Well, I don't believe these other guys, but
His name is Brett, says Captain.
no, that's not the guy's name. Mike Wickham. Come on, give me that guy's name, man. Give me that guy's name, man, because I can't. Man, it irks me. I'm getting a brain cramp trying to say it. Jason something or what? He had the glasses and he sang awful, man. He had this like really high. He'd sing stuff like by Queen that he couldn't hit the notes and he'd sing it anyway. And we'd all applaud and say, "Yeah, he's the great." He was the only one there that didn't know he wasn't any good. Everybody else was. They knew he wasn't any good, but yeah, we had a blast with him too, man. We'd beg him to sing sometimes just so we could laugh, you know.
Are you meeting anybody else, Mike Whitcomb? Do you have like a backup plan just in case? I know that when I say that to people, people freak out like that's some kind of horrible advice, but I
Well,
always
he's been
have a backup plan
Mr.
just in case.
Threesome. Mr. Threesome, he's been with her since forever. I mean, before I came on YouTube, they were together, I guess. I don't know how long, but years, man. So I'm thinking that he's not looking for anybody else. That he's going to go to hook up with her, and if it don't work, he'll just come back home or. You know, but I hope everything works out fine for the guy because he's such a great dude. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do too. But that's why it's always good to have a backup plan just in case, you know. So I don't think you owe. Well, I don't know. It depends on the person. I really did plan. You don't need to plan it anyway. You can go meet somebody on the spur of the moment if it didn't work out. It's so easy to find somebody here.
Well, give him some advice, Mister Threesome. He's going into that area that everybody says isn't so good because that's where she's at, unless she's going to meet him up north. But that's where she lives at, man.
What
Down her.
exactly? What part of Mindanao does she live? Because I'll tell you exactly. Because I've been all through Mindanao many times. Depends on where in Mindanao. Captain Billy, get looks at stud dogs. Yeah, yeah, probably. Do you know what part of
My,
Mindanao she's in, Mike? What region? Outside Zamboanga. You know, I've been to Zamboanga. Actually, Zamboanga is the most beautiful province in the Philippines. It's really amazing, stunning place that nobody ever goes to because they're afraid. I never
but
had any problem.
how safe is it outside of the city? She lives in the province outside of Zamboanga.
As long as she's with them, her and her family, it's not going to be an issue at all. And if you're in the city, it's not an issue. If you're going to be in the
Okay,
mountain
yeah,
area or something, and the girl's with you, it's not going to be an issue. If you're just
okay.
roaming around in some mountain area, you might have a problem by yourself. But
Well,
I've been
I don't think
I've
Mike's
been to
stupid enough to do
Mindanao
something like that.
tons of times. Even in Zamboanga, I never had a problem.
Mike's an intelligent guy. I don't think he'll go wandering through the mountains looking at
If
birds
he's
and
with
shit.
the
You know.
girl and her family's around, no one's going to mess with him.
Yeah, he's not going there to go bird watching and stuff. Yeah, as long as you're not wandering around alone. Yeah, he
You're
knows.
not
You
going to
know.
have a problem. And you know, most of Zamboanga is safe, and most of it is really beautiful.
I, I'm wondering if he's still planning on buying that 6-man pink tent to set up in the mountains there with her for a while. You know, go camping
Why
with
don't
her.
you
Get her
send her
camping.
$30,000 and build a house before you show up? Roll the dice, man. Roll the dice.
Now you're giving out bad information, dude.
Joking.
We know you're being sarcastic, but that's bad information, man.
It's bad information.
I had like 8 hours left when we started this live stream for the till October the 8th. So we're coming up on about 2 hours now, like 147, 148, whatever. So I think we got it all out today, right? That we couldn't get out on the other channel because they were so what do you call it, closed minded, you know, being fucking closed minded white knights, you know. He's upgrading to a Nipa hut. There we go. That'll work, man. Get it ordered from Pampanga. They'll deliver it anywhere. They said they'll deliver it
Is that
anywhere.
a
Set it up.
5-star Nipah hut?
Just go to Walmart and pick up one of them Coleman 6-man tents, man. Those work pretty good, man. For 2 people, it's perfect size, man. A pop-up tent. You can set it up by yourself, man. You don't even need no help. Just make sure you stake it down real good, man. You'll be all good, man. You won't have no mosquitoes in there biting on your ass and shit, you know. You'll be all good. But yeah, I think we got it off our chest today. We got all the shit off our chest today. Pardon the pun. Ricky, pardon the pun. You the top. You the top. You the top. I saw that
Number
today, though,
one,
Biggie.
number
That,
one.
that's the main reason I had to do this stream, though, was because of that. You know, the lawyer shit, man. They get me so much with that shit. I'm getting a lawyer. I'm getting a lawyer. Obama's getting a lawyer. So this guy's getting a lawyer. Phil in the Philippines, in the United States now, because he's got some kind of illness. He doesn't know what it is, so he came back here to be treated right. So I mean, so we don't have anybody vlogging that's I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna take Fazio. I'm gonna sue. What was the problem with him getting into Vietnam anyway? For some reason they didn't want to let him in. Did he go there in his shorts that he wears? Because I mean, I don't think immigration likes that too much.
You have
I'm
to.
gonna trim my beard. I'm gonna trim my beard down a little bit before I go. Not all the way off, but
There's
I'm gonna trim it down a little bit.
there's a procedure. Whatever their requirement is, you have to do it, or they won't let you go on the plane,
Correct.
right? So
Correct.
his 24-hour deal turned into a 2 week ordeal because
Well, you have to apply for the friggin' e visa on their sites and pay them the $25, and then you got to wait
oh,
about 2 or 3 days, and then they finally send you the PDF in your email, and they tell you if you're approved or you're not approved. If they say you're not approved, then you got to reapply. Okay, you got to send them the correct picture. You got to send them the front page of your passport, right? That's it. And then
that
you
wasn't
don't have
done.
to prove your insurance. Well, there you
That
go.
was
That's why he didn't get in there.
so there was a
You,
total of 2 weeks worth when it should have been 1 day because he had to wait for 3 or 4 days, and then he got COVID in Viet. He got tested when he was trying to come back, so he had to wait, and they got it's just
oh, they tested him
ordeal.
for COVID because, from what I understand now, they don't even test you now. They're not even
He
testing
got
anybody.
no, but he was super. He got super sick, and then
Yeah, well, if you
he
walk in there
stayed
like you're fucking dying, I don't think they're gonna let you in.
in the Manila airport for 3 days. Now, why don't you just go to a hotel, a cheap motel near the? I mean, there's just so many things about it. But it's the same thing with Tim K when he went to Malaysia. You, you have to follow the country's procedure. You know, if they tell you
Oh
you need to
boy,
have this, do this.
every
Tim
normal
K's
human being.
deal could have been over by taking a rapid antigen test. That's all he needed.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, every normal human being knows that shit. They know. This is the rules. Follow. That's why Philippines is the last destination because I don't mind giving the Vietnamese government the front page of my passport, okay, and a picture of me, but I don't want to upload all that stupid information that the Philippines is asking about you in that one health pass. They ask you such stupid shit, okay? So, and they won't get rid of that one health pass. So maybe by the time I'm done touring around the other countries, they'll be done with it. If they're not, I'll do the
You
son of
know
a
how
bitch
long
thing.
the One Health Pass took? I mean, I've been in and out of the country tons of times, even during COVID. Do you know how long that took me to do?
A while, I would guess. A while.
About
Guess who
two
we got
minutes.
here? We got the
About 2 minutes.
best. We got the best singer on YouTube here wants to come up, man. You got to show
About
your
two.
face, man. Oh, he left. It said device is not connected, and he left. We had the best singer on YouTube was ready to come up here, man, Mr. Glasso. Unless it was a troll. As soon as I said open the camera, they popped out. It said device is not connected.
So
I don't know.
one Health Pass took about 2 or 3 minutes to complete, and then I got the reply within 1 minute in the email. So
Here's what.
every time I
Here's the way I look at it, though, Mr. Threesome. Is if their servers got hacked, because United States government servers gets hacked, right? Yeah. Oh, Terry the Great's back. Maybe that was Terry the Great trying to pop in his bread. I don't know. But if there's all your private information is out there, if their servers get hacked, I mean, if the Vietnamese servers get hacked, they just got the front page of your passport. That's all they got.
that's overboard.
He came through with it. What was I saying, Jason? It's Justin. Justin Mello. Oh my God. Biggie, you ever heard Justin Mello sing?
I've never heard that name before.
He used to get in front of the computer and he have the background like he's in a stadium and he's singing like you're doing like the Star Spangled Banner for a baseball game or whatever. And he'd sing all these awful songs. He sounds so fucking awful, and you'd wish we'd just egg him on, and we'd all egg him on to come up and sing. And he sounded so fucking horrific, man. It was ridiculous. We were all laughing our ass off. Man. It was great. I need to get him on my panel, man. I need to get Justin Mello up here on my panel. Let's see who would be the best. Let me think. Get Justin Mello. Get Brett. Get J Mike and who else? That's three. You need one more to make a foursome for a barbershop quartet, right? And get them up here all singing at one time. That would be fucking hilarious, man. Be hilarious. Oh, we could put Mike G. We'll invite Mike G to come up too, right? Mike G, Brett, Justin Mello, and J Mike. Man, that's the fucking karaoke panel of a lifetime, man.
You
Oh
might
yeah,
you might
there you
have
go. Billy Jack's got to
YouTube might
go
have to
too.
call you first to do that. You might have to get the permission.
Oh yeah, they'd have to call me. They'd have to say, uh Mr. Janik, uh, we're going to give you an approval for that. Excuse me, sir. Did you hear me? My name's Sarah. I'm calling you, and we're going to give you an approval on that. We're not going to strike your channel, even if they sing somewhere over the rainbow. We'll let it go.
Anyway, all of these people that are having trouble getting in everywhere, okay, like Tim K and the other one that we mentioned, I don't know if it's even real or they're just trying to get views. I have no idea because I've never had a problem getting in anywhere. It's always been so routine.
Well, we just don't know. Like I almost didn't get into Mexico. Almost didn't get in. The woman was having a case of the rag right there, but the guy came down and saved me. So, but I
But you
was
got in.
dressed kind of like a, I was dressed kind of bummy. Yeah, but I did get in. Yeah, and they gave me the full
You
180
got in.
days too.
That's the point. I mean, you'll have hiccups here and there, but you work through them. But I've never all these horror stories I hear. I've never seen it, and it just seems like, gosh, is it really happening, or is it just people looking for attention on YouTube to get people to views? I really don't know. If it's not that, then it's the most incompetent boobs that ever walked the face of this earth. Because all you got to do is go to the website and see, okay, I need this is the requirement. Bing, 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 and that's it. Sometimes it's not.
Should I
Yeah,
wait. Biggie, should I time out Titty Twister, man? You know who that is, right? That's the guy. That's
no,
the guy that kicked. That's the guy that kicked you off his panel today, man. That's the guy that called me a scumbag. Welcome, Mister. I'm on welfare, and I'm fucking working the system, and I'll never leave Louisiana. Welcome to the panel.
how do
That's
you know
Mister
that's
Titty.
that person?
Oh, I just know. I got my sources. Secret. The Google Boogle used to say secret. You know what, Mister Titty Twister? Don't play clips that are out of context. If you had that clip, you played the whole clip, you would see. That was hashed on the other person that you were going after. That was hashed on her channel over a year ago. Man, it was rehashed. We're friends and we're still friends. And yeah, I'm gonna say sexual things about Filipinos. I'm gonna do it. But I'm also going to give them their props for having a good job and how beautiful they are and how hot they are and how intelligent and they have a bubbly personality. But see, you don't put that in it. You only put the clip about the throat thing, I mean, whatever. So, Mr. Titty Twister, next time, do it the right way, man. I won't be there to see it, but do it the right way. I don't know who else in the chat knows that Titty Twister is McShardy. Mike, do you know Titty Twister is McShardy? Did you know that? So he's busted out. He's got to make a new name now because everybody knows who Titty Twister is. Man. Go make a different troll account, man. I've never had one. Don't need one. Can I ask
Wow,
you a
I
question?
don't.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Threesome?
Go ahead.
Have you ever created a troll account?
Yes.
Ooh, this truth comes out here. Mr. Threesome has a troll account. I've never made one, really. I know I've never seen the
I
point to
had
make
one
one.
because I got blocked by a person who was messaging me every single day in my messenger, and I'm like, why am I blocked? And they never could figure out how to unblock me.
Okay. But
That's
that's
Princess
no.
Anne.
See, that's
Princess
but
Anne.
that's not
So I made up a
that.
troll account because Princess Anne accidentally blocked me and could never unblock me,
But
even though
that's
we
not a
talked.
troll. that's not a troll account. That's just a second account so that you could get in. And
Yeah, second
I'm
account.
talking about
No,
when you actually go into somebody's channel to troll them. Have you ever done
no,
that before?
no, no, no.
I don't get what they get out of it. I don't get what they get out of it.
Well, people are
Why?
bored. They have
Well,
nothing
yeah,
to do.
if you get bored, or if you get
I
closed
mean,
minded and shit.
why did Jeffrey Dahmer kill 17 people and
And eat
cannibalize
them
them and
and
put
eat
holes in
them.
their head?
And he liked dark meat too. I won't use the N word like Mr. Titty Twister did. I say they like dark meat.
There's
But
certain things we just can't understand, no matter, and he couldn't even understand why he did that. So why people spend all their day making troll accounts and cycling through them, making shitty comments, I have no idea. But I don't
they
spend enough
must get
time on you think about stuff like that. I just don't.
they,
I wouldn't
they
even care about stupid shit like that.
they must get something out of it. Are you waiting for my bubble bath and my dip in the infinity pool?
Oh yeah.
Bubble bath first, and then dip in the infinity pool.
I
I got
think
to
there are
time this
people who
right.
have accounts that don't want to be. They want to keep their privacy. Like let's say Gogo Bobo's sister. I have no problem with that either. I think people, if they don't want to be public or don't be on camera, I think that's fine.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. But some
but
people
just like
just make them just to
trolls,
troll.
yeah, I haven't met anybody that was interesting enough to um, troll. If I want to talk to somebody like you, like I'm talking to you right now, I'll come up and talk. But most
Yeah.
most
Well,
things are so boring that I wouldn't waste. I'm not going to go and take the time.
Well, that's what I'm getting done today. Is I'm getting done with my brother on how he can contact me because $3 a minute is like a lot of bucks, right? So I'm trying to teach him how he can get a
Why would
hold
it be
of me
three?
if he has to. Well, because
Just
now in the United States, it's $3 a minute, man.
just put WhatsApp on your phone. Are you crazy?
What did I tell you? He's slow. I just teach him how to put Messenger on his phone today, man. Messenger. I told him as long as
Messenger,
I call you.
WhatsApp, those things, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't want
I was trying to teach him how to do that today. I told him, other words, I have to call you with the Vietnamese phone. I said, because if you call me on this phone, I said, I can text you. I said, if you really need to get a hold of me, it's an emergency. I said, you can always text me, and that doesn't cost anything. So
why not?
I said,
How about Magic Jack? That'd be kind of, remember Magic Jack
yeah, yeah.
years
I'm
ago? Remember
keeping
that?
my I'm keeping my American phone number in case I have any problems with the banks. I'll pay $3 a minute if I have to talk to the bank. I'll pay it if I have to.
Do you remember that though, Magic Jack?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The magic. There's still people in the Philippines using that shit, man. I don't trust it, and
Using
they're using
Magic.
that
I
group.
wonder if they sell that anymore. I think it seems
Yeah,
obsolete
they,
with
they.
phones.
I guess they do because people in the Philippines were still recommending it a couple months ago. But me, I just need my American phone, and I have another cell phone for the country I'm in. That's the way I'm going to do it. And I'll be giving them
See,
my Vietnamese phone number. I told them the number will be changed. I said every country I move to, it's going to change. But I still got to get with him on that. Make sure he's got that set up. What else do I got to do? I got to go buy. I need two small things. I can't remember what the fuck. There's two things I got to get though. Oh, a cigarette lighter, a brand new one, because you can't take that on the plane. So I'm gonna give me a good cigarette lighter. And what else? There's something else. Oh, I got the socks
the
the other day.
lighter
They were
fluid,
well,
man. Yeah, Captain
no,
Billy,
just
I agree with you. They are as funny as hell. That's why I welcome trolls on my channel all the time. I think they're funny. I
yeah.
am happy to
They can,
hear. I am very happy to hear on our the show we were on that we got kicked off that he was so in likes Arcelia's corner. So that kept going on and on about how hot she was. I said,
yeah,
thank you for the compliments.
yeah. But
I
yet he
like
kicks you
that.
off the panel. But yet he kicks
Yeah.
you off the panel.
He said he's
Right?
praying for her every day because I probably have a disease, dick disease. So nice to know that he's praying for her.
Uh, I wondered, Mr. Threesome, did he stick a finger up your butt and do the examination himself to find out that you had a dick disease or what?
No,
Did
I
he
did that
milk
for
your?
myself. I like
He
to.
didn't milk. He didn't milk your prostate for you.
Feels good. I like
Oh
being
my God.
searched at the airport too. I always volunteer for that.
Yeah, tell the lady TSA officer, give me a pat down. I want a pat down. There you go. If you
Absolutely.
feel something hard in the front, it's not a gun. It's not a gun. It might be a weapon, but it's not a
I thought
gun.
that was very sweet of him to say how much he was in love with her and how he's praying for her.
Oh,
So,
he's in love with all of them. You didn't know that? He respects all of them. That's why he rehashed something that supposedly made her cry like crazy, but he's gonna rehash it and bring it back up again. Leave. What do they say? Leave dead dogs lie or whatever. What's the saying? It's
yep,
something like that. Yeah, let dead dogs lie, man. That's 2 years
yep,
ago. Why would you rehash something happened 2 years ago, man? Makes no damn sense to me. Yeah, I got to get that lighter, and there's two other things I got to get. God damn it, I got to start. I got to start taking my mental medication or something so I can remember this shit, man. I'm getting senile, man. What I say. And I got to meet up with my daughter today because I'm leaving, even though she's trying to fucking sabotage me in every way not to go. Like my cell phone block that you plug in the wall, it automatically disappeared. So I had to go buy another one, of course. But yeah, I got. Oh, I got to go to the one optical shop. I got two pairs of glasses, but if I have them fix this pair for me, which I think they can, I'll have three extra pair of glasses. I'm from the army, man. I double, triple up on everything, man.
why don't you
Oh, I
shock
did.
everybody by getting shaved and getting your hair cut really high and tight?
There'd be no high and tight. The only thing that's gonna be high and tight is gonna be my penis up in some woman, man. That's gonna be high and tight. Man. Other than that, there ain't gonna be no high and tight haircut. Like I told you, 5Gs. Take up the collection, man. Do a GoFundMe. Homeless man needs a haircut. GoFundMe 5 grand. But I am gonna trim the neck part of my beard. I gotta leave the bigger part the way it is because that's the way my passport photo looks. Then when I get there to do my bubble bath, then I'll trim it down to my old photos. Like you saw my old photos, I'll trim it back down. I might even go get a 5-star calf and foot massage when I'm there.
5 star. Captain Billy says he thinks all peanut. Does that include Arcilia? I mean, she does live here. She's part of the harem.
He's
Oh,
taking a jab. You can't take a jab at the panel members,
harem.
damn it.
Happy working Korea. Yes, happy
Song for
working.
Anna. Yay! You're not going to come up and sing us out of here. Sing us out of here. Come on, it's time to close this thing down, man. I got stuff I got to do. I got 24 hours and 30 minutes before I'll be boarding my flight. 24 hours and 30 minutes. That's going to seem like forever. But there's Monday Night Football tonight, so I could watch that, make time pass, right?
He probably wouldn't like my point of view then, Captain Billy, where I said I don't think Filipinas are any different than anybody else.
To me, women are women. Women are women.
I think all that Filipina stuff is just another form of racism. I think they're uh, Filipina. Like they should be here and see how many shitty relationships there are and how many married people are cheating on each other. If they think everything, all of them walk on water. I think that they're no different than anybody else. Just because I'm with one doesn't mean that it's because of the Philippines that she's a great person. She's just a great person
It's
who happens to be
it's because
Philippine.
it's because your personality is jived and your sex relations jived and everything jived and that's why you're with one. Could be
The
from
country didn't help
Zimbabwe.
her because of who she was. She went on to become a scholar and a really heavy duty stuff. First in her family because of her own efforts. Nobody helped her, and the government certainly didn't help her, and her family didn't even help her.
She could be from Zimbabwe or Gambia. It doesn't make a difference. You still would be
It
together,
wouldn't.
right? I mean,
It wouldn't.
no.
What if she was from Vietnam? What if she was from Cambodia and she was
Yeah.
the greatest person for me?
You
Why
meet the
does
right
it matter
person.
what country they're
You
from?
meet the
It's so
you meet the right person. You live with them for a while. You get to really know them. And once you
yeah.
get to really know them, you see if you're going to get along. And then if you get along, like they don't leave their pantyhose hanging over the shower curtain or washing their panties in the sink to get the rust stains out, and they're not doing that kind of stuff, then hey, maybe I can let them move in with me.
Well, we knew each other for 8 years. Just got married in the past year.
Some guys like to see the panties in the sink. When they're trying to shave, they see a pair of panties in the sink. Getting washed out. They go to take a shower and they got like stockings and stuff hanging over the shower curtain. Some guys like that kind of stuff, but not me. I
Well,
don't like that kind of stuff.
her and I dated off and on. There was times where we did, we didn't. We went in different and but we remained best friends the entire time. And then eventually we went down that path. But I was very diligent, took all the time necessary, and that's how the whole harem thing happened because I knew.
I'll give Anna applause here. Billy Jack says that she's only one letter away from her doctoral right there. There we go.
Running away.
Two master's degrees. Good on you, Anna. Yeah, Anna.
That's fantastic.
Ah, see, people, if they have the incentive, they'll go out and do what they got to do. But if you give them no incentive to go out and do
That's
anything, they're not going to
but
do anything.
that is exactly my point. Like I told you with the person I'm with, she also has a master's degree. The point is not you don't have to settle for a hooker or you don't have to go pay someone to be with you. You could find the right person, be patient, and it's totally worth it. But
And if you're
of
not,
course,
and if you're not looking for a relationship and you like being a free soul, you just go to a massage parlor and get a quick tug job and on your way.
if
No
that's what you
disease,
want.
is it?
But when you're
Yeah, no
doing
disease.
the massage parlor saying I'm looking for a wifey for lifey, you
No,
are, as
no,
the
no,
old
no, no.
song said, looking for love in all the wrong places.
You get married to a tug job performer and tell her, hey, honey, you got to get up. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Get them hams all greased up. Go to work,
And
make
you
you
know
some
what?
money.
You could teach the person with the master's degree how to give you a tug job too.
Yeah, you can. Some of them do good ones too.
And again, like in that one, and all kidding aside, like I don't care what people do, but if you're trying to actually get in a relationship, you can go after the quality people and not just so desperate that you go flinging yourself at any hooker that you find, and that's
Well, I just
just
hope that everybody on YouTube understands that you can't butt hurt me. I can't be butt hurt. Mom known that for over a year now. I don't get butt hurt. I just
school
don't.
principal. That's a great accomplishment.
I
Fantastic.
think I think Luke from Belgium. I think his girlfriend is a teacher. Wife, girlfriend. I don't know if they got married yet or not, but wife, girlfriend. She's a
Well,
teacher.
that's the point. There's a lot of highly educated people here. There's a lot of accomplished people, quality people. You
And
don't have to settle for the shit people that are just
and,
lazy.
and there's a lot of bums, just like in the United States. There's a lot of bums, and there's a lot of bums from the United States that are there too. There you go.
Well, half the people are bums here because they're just not. There's so many people that are relying on their older sister who's working in Dubai, or they're relying on somebody else, and they're just sitting at home watching TV all day. So you have
Oh,
a lot of that, and you have a few that go into the other direction, and they achieve a lot. So
don't say
I
watching TV. Say
I have a
watching.
lot
Say watching telenovelas.
whatever they want.
Telenovelas, not TV.
I have a lot of respect for people like OFWs, people that are working in the BPO industries,
Yeah,
and the
because
people
they made an effort to get out of to dig themselves out of the hole.
they made an effort. And I have so many people that beg me all the time, people that hit me up for money, and I always ask that as my criteria. Has this person done everything they could possibly do for themselves before they came to me? And if they have, and there's no other
Well,
alternative, I usually help them. If they haven't done everything that they could possibly do for themselves, I turn them down.
Well, that's like there's so many squatter families in the Philippines, right? You'll see they have like a couple like teenage kids, like almost old enough, right? But you don't see them joining the Philippines military, man. Why don't they join the military in the Philippines? At least they'll be able to support their family.
They're lazy. You're right, Billy Jack. Why settle? Every girl that I dated here, every single one of them had a college degree. They were all working in a lot of them American companies, or they were government workers of some kind. Um, you can date people that are quality people. A lot of the people you've seen me showcase on my shows, a lot of them are working in call centers, or there's a couple teachers in there. There was one that was a school principal. April worked at a Accenture insurance company as an accountant. You don't have to come and go to the bottom of the barrel. So if anyone tells you you have to do that, like one dipshit that always says you can't get it if you're 50 and over, they are lying to you. You can find quality people if you're willing to be realistic. If you walk around thinking all Filipinas walk on water, you're going to get screwed. But if you're circumspect and you only go for those high quality people, you're going to find a card company.
Damn it, Baguio City! Why did you make a citywide smoking ban? I was going to move into the condos right across the street from St. Louis University. Fuck, that'd have been great.
The other thing
I've
I
been.
can tell you, the girls that are college girls, they like sex more than the
Oh yeah, I was trying to prove that to. I was trying to prove that to another guy that I know the other day, and I was telling him, I
water
said, "He's
people
paying."
have so many hangups like that. But the ones who are actually the higher the education, masters and above, they're the biggest freaks I've ever met. Most of the girls I dated before were like I dated tons of teachers. Every one of
Nurses,
them talked on the first date.
nurse, nurses. So far, nurses have
Nurses
been
and
the
teachers love
biggest
to fuck on
freaks, the
first date.
biggest freaks I've ever ran into. Nurse. Now, when I go get my pulse taken, I flinch because I know they're freaks, man. They might
They
not
are.
smoke, they might not drink, but they're freaks in this act, man.
And if you get a
Oh,
nurse,
I'm
bring her,
sorry. I'm sorry. I just offended all the nurses in the world. I'm sorry. Oh God, I shouldn't have said that.
bring her back to the U.S. and let her work for you if she's a nurse.
Yeah.
You know, my mom was a nurse and she retired when she was in, I think she was 81. She was still working. She loved her work so much. She retired when she was about 72 years old for a year, got bored out of her mind, and decided to go back.
There's some people are
She,
like that. They don't want to quit working. They just don't want to quit working. You know, they
they
can't
had
find
to
stuff
they
to
had to
do.
force her they had to force her out. I
Yeah,
mean, for
they
her
just
own
can't.
good. She finally got
Yeah,
old enough
well,
where she could do the work.
I mean, whatever
But
floats your
my
boat
mom
is
was
what
a
I say.
nurse. My I have a sister that's a nurse. I dated tons of nurses. I have a niece that's a nurse. The nurses here in the Philippines are the most sexual beings I've ever met, and the teachers.
Well, I say whatever floats your boat is okay as long as you're not hurting anybody. That's what I say. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're a sex addict. As long as you're not hurting anybody, everything's good, man. Everything's good.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't believe in cheating. I think it's all about consent. So if we want
Yeah.
to have threesomes every night and we want to have orgies, as long as we're all on the same page, that's our damn business. People don't like it, they can.
Oh no, that's immoral. You can't do that.
I'm not looking for the moral police. I don't take
That
moral lessons from drunks either. That's the thing. Like
they
people that are
you
drunk up their ass
they
every day are not going to be dictating morals to me.
the YouTube police, stay inside of your head. The YouTube police, police, police. The YouTube police are inside of your bed. The YouTube police, police, police.
You know, one other thing, Philip and Captain, that drives me really crazy about YouTube. These guys who've never been here think that these girls are going to be so impressed with them being the YouTube police. They're going to be like so impressed that they're such morally upstanding alcoholics. You know what? Every girl I dated in the Philippines, I don't care where they came from. I wasn't the one that pushed them for the sex. They're the ones. They were the ones that were flipping and flopping all over the place, making the move, not me. I've never asked a
And,
girl for sex my whole life. They're the ones who
and,
pushed it, and of
and
course, I didn't want to let them down. I mean, they wanted to experience a 10-inch cock, so I let them experience it.
from what I gather, is they're not really into drunken bastards either. I mean, social drinking, yeah, but being drunk every fucking day, I don't think they're into that too much. I don't think they're into that.
They're not drunk every
I,
day, but they are into partying, and so usually on the weekend, it's look at the. I've shown some of the videos of places. They're jam packed with people going crazy, and that's just how it is. So every I mean, I'm not saying everybody I ever met was a first night in the sack, but it was about 99%. And
yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
they were the ones pushing it.
Yeah, but the thing is if they don't float your boat and you don't float their boat, it's over with that night. If it don't work
Yeah,
out that night, it's time to go move on. And don't get all
I'm too
heartbroken
old
about it.
for
Just move on.
long, drawn out. Uh, I don't want to play hard to get. I mean, I want to play a little bit hard to get, like for an hour or two, but not for weeks, months, or years.
About 30 minutes. 30 minutes is good enough.
Something like that. That's about
Yeah.
my patience runs out after an hour or two, and then the point is, if you think that these girls are going to be impressed because you're offended that these girls tell dirty jokes all the time. They're so much more dirty and sexual in the way they talk than white women are. So you're not going to offend them. They're going to look at you as you're something wrong with you if you're all high and mighty and think that you're going to save the world.
I don't know about that one statement now. I know a bunch of white women over here that hang around the corner of the bar at the casino, and man, they can talk. How do you think I found out about Bob? Bob's everybody's boyfriend. I go, who are you talking about? They go, Bob, battery operated boyfriend. Come on, man.
No, but the rank,
They,
yeah, but that's not a casino. Rank and file American women are very hung up. Okay, they've got a lot. I mean, hell, 30% of them have reported that they've never had an orgasm in their life. I mean,
yeah, that's the
I don't
thing.
think you could find 1% of Filipinas that have an orgasm in their life. So there's less hangups here, far less hangups. And as far as the boring part, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to date to have a play a game of jacks or card games with them. What's the point of the
Yeah.
dating? What are we doing here? So
What you do is you make them come, pum, like the little drummer boy, man. Make
yeah, and
them
they get
come, pum pum pum,
they get
pum
it.
pum.
And I've talked to a lot of these Filipinas about their opinion of white knights that are trying to rescue them from other people. They think that they laugh their ass off over it.
Use the
They
proper
think
word. They're
they can't
victims.
even
They're
believe what that people are doing things like that.
they're victims waiting to happen. That's what it is. That's what they are. Victims waiting to be happen.
How do you think I
Uh,
survived 10 years of my life living here, 8 straight years right now, with hundreds of people that over the time? How do you think that happened without being deported? I've never had a single argument with a Filipino over here. Trust me, that these guys online they've never been here, they have no idea what they're talking about. And these girls don't need to be saved. They're not looking to be saved. They survived for hundreds of years without white intervention, and they can survive without any of the white knights of YouTube.
I gotta make a comment here in the chat here. You guys go get a hotel room or something, man. Come on. I
Hey,
got
Captain
courting
Billy,
going on. I
you
got
better be
courting going on in
careful.
my chat.
YouTube might call you. They might confront
Yeah,
you, Captain Billy.
they might say
And
that's not
if they
allowed.
don't confront you, go up to Toronto and contact Joe Philcan.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'll tell you what. I had fun. How about you? 2 hours and 30 minutes. I know we got like still 5 around hanging around, whatever. But you know what? I got shit to do. I got 24 hours and 14 minutes to be ready to jump at the airport, man. And I can't
Well,
two
do
things
me
I can't
one
remember I got
favor
to do.
before you go. Do me one favor, if you would,
Sure.
just so I can feel good about this and to be
Yeah.
consistent. Can you kick me off your show? Just like bounce me.
Oh,
Shouldn't
you
be.
mean like we used to do back in the day, and it'd say bounce me, and we do that? Yeah, I can do that for you. Okay, here we go.
Hit,
Here we
hit
go.
the kick me off. Not don't ban me, but just kick me off right
No, no,
now.
no, no, no. Kick from studio, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you
Do it.
do you
Do
want
it.
do you want me do you want me to kick you?
I do. So bye everybody. Captain Billy and Song for Anna. Kick.
Oh! I kicked somebody off of my stream today. Damn it! Whoa! Oh, we gotta have a camera open up here. This chat's being closed. We're done today, man. You should have came on. I'll connect you again. Here you go, people. For the next what? How many minutes we got left here? For the next 5 minutes, we got the YouTube's best singer coming up on the panel here. If they open their camera, they got to open their camera. They got to open the camera. They didn't open the camera. They didn't say anything. So we're done. Got to open up the camera. We had Mr. Brett Glassow or a troll try to come on the panel. Open the camera. You got about 4 minutes left now. No open camera, no come on board. No open camera, no come on board. Okay, I think I know who this is. I'm going to let him up. Okay, but we're closing the chat in like 4 minutes. So say what you want to say here. Come on up. I know who this is. What's up, Mr. Levi? Now we got coming in and out, 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 man. Come on. You got to show your face. I know what you look like anyway, so show your face because you know I know who you are. If it's you, I've seen you before. Come on. Somebody keeps trying to crush the chat. You know what? I'm closing the chat down. We're out of here. I ain't got time. I got to get ready to get out of here. They won't open their camera, so I'm out of here. Everybody have a great day. I hope nobody got butt hurt. Well, I was thinking it was Christopher, Biggie, but then they kept changing the name, and now they won't show their face. And I know what Christopher looks like, so why would he not show his face to me? Whatever. Anyway, so let's just close it up for today. I hope everybody stays safe. Ingat to everybody out there. Stay safe. Enjoy your fucking lives, man. Don't worry about YouTube. Don't go trying to beat somebody's ass over some stupid shit they said on fucking YouTube. Don't be filing fucking lawsuits and bullshit, hiring lawyers and crap and shit, because it'll all be good in the end. Okay? Have a great fucking day, everybody. Mega fucking shout out.